Oh, that is England.
Hi, Amy.
Hi, Amy.
Everyone wave to Amy.
Waving at Amy.
Whammy.
Whammy, guys.
No.
I beat you to it.
Double whammy.
Double whammy.
So,
In the last episode.
indeed. In the last session of Curse of Strahd, of course, today being our 23rd, the party continued to explore the abandoned, seemingly, or at least abandoned by life, manor of Argynvostholt in the Valaki Valley of Barovia. On this foggy day, having been not beckoned here, not told to go here, but more alighted to the existence of this place by a wandering revenant on the roads and foggy paths, they made their way here, thinking they could possibly fulfill one of their fortunes and convince whatever these knights were to go back on the path of light. You learned more about the silver dragon, Argynvost, who created and ruled over the Order of the Silver Dragon that positioned themselves here. You learned how they were in staunch opposition to Strahd, and you learned about their leader, Vladimir Horngard, and his fall from grace. You continue to explore Argynvostholt after slaying some of the revenants who occupy this place, beings of pure and unadulterated hatred, fueled by that desire for vengeance, and forced to continue living until they exact it. And you explored more. You evaded capture by a trap, slaying some of the phantom warrior souls who still occupy this place, and continued exploring. You found what seemed to be a haunted image of your severed head, Rokar, on one of these busts inside of this place. And of course, you, Audred, had a haunting vision as you went down to investigate the foggy cathedral, seeing a number of these knights standing at arms and then blinking and seeing that they were you, with their skin, your skin, decrepit and peeling and decaying as they all turned to face you and then disappearing in an instant. Of course, as you continued to explore, making your way up to the third floor, you also heard the clopping of hooves outside. And when you went to investigate, saw through a window as a Vistani man with a horse-drawn cart wheeled up to the front of Argynvostholt and took out some sort of large crate from the back of his horse-drawn cart before making a quick exit after relieving himself on the statue in disrespect. You made your way down to investigate and found that this was not a crate. No, this was a coffin. A coffin made, likely, by Henrik van der Voort, now deceased. And you, of course, Audred, saw that this coffin had your name engraved on it. You didn't open it, instead, in a flash of rage, striking it down and cleaving it with your axe as from out of it flew a swarm of bats that flew past your face, around the statue, and then up into the high sky, where they dispersed and disappeared into the Barovian wilderness. With this taunting thing out of the way, you continued up until you arrived at the third floor of Argynvostholt, with a large hole in the roof that dripped with a small drizzle of water and let in the gray sky light. It was here that you arrived in a large chamber with sort of many rusted and worn weapons hanging on the walls, and a large dragon motifed throne at the end of it, with a man sitting inside of it. As you approached closer, your presence revealed by the rubble that strewn the sort of area in front of this chamber. This man was aware of your presence. You saw as he gripped a massive great sword in his right hand. As you approached, he told you quite tersely to leave, that this place had nothing for you, and to set the scene for my man Bard. It was then that this man, not facing you, revealed himself to be Vladimir Horngard. And he told you to be gone. When you beseeched him about Strahd, he revealed to you part of his story. He made it known that if you tried to destroy him, he would fight back and he would kill you, and that he couldn't truly be destroyed because he would come back in another body and hunt you down and slay you. Indeed, yes. He was and is still the enemy of the vampire. But his hatred for Strahd is so great after Strahd took everything that was precious from him, even his beloved, that instead of aspiring to slay the vampire, when Strahd's realm turned to absolute darkness, him and his knights found their souls trapped in it. And driven by revenge, Vladimir Horngard realized that this place, Barovia, was Strahd's personal hell. And he wanted to ensure that Strahd would suffer eternally in this hell forever. Anyone who threatens to kill the vampire, even though of course it's impossible, he will exact his own personal revenge on, ensuring the vampire's hellish, eternal torture and survival. You continued to try and convince him to turn back to the light, appealing to his sense of honor and justice, appealing to his sense of legacy, and appealing to his want to appease the word of Argynvost, the long-dead silver dragon. But he told you, as he got up and faced you, the revenant, gaunt visage gripping his sword tighter, that you only had a few chances, and as you continued to speak, those chances grew less and less and less, until eventually you had your last chance. When you continued to speak, he told you that there was no hope. Argynvost is dead, his knights are hellish, and the beacon remains unlit. And as he spoke, he flashed forward in a sudden surge of energy and striked towards you, Hiatus. As your ally got in the way, still taking some damage, a fight began as you all decided that it would be best to run. You ran outside, or you ran away from Vladimir as he chased you through Argynvost Holt, eventually arriving at the bottom floor. You, Orivia, had an idea potentially involving the white glowing chandelier in the other room, so you made your way there to investigate, while the others made their way outside to summon their mounts and go fast and disappear. It was there, while you were summoning your mounts, that you saw in the distance someone else on their own mount coming closer, riding a Vistani girl. Not a girl, a woman. And she was riding close. She yelled at you from afar through the fog, "Help me! Someone's chasing me!" And as you all continued, of course knowing that the Vistani are not necessarily on your side, you were cautious. But as she rode closer, you saw that indeed she was telling the truth. There were people behind her. There were people chasing her. It was 3 Vistani. One of them whom you recognize, the man by the name of Aragal, the brother of Luvash from the Vistani camp, riding on the back of a riding horse and hot on the path of this woman who he screamed at, aiming his crossbow at her. "Esmeralda!" yelling at her from afar. And behind him, 2 other Vistani, riding on the backs of large, dire wolves, riding closer and closer and closer. She got close to you. You decided not to attack as a group. And, of course, she asked you for help, in which you revealed that you yourselves were being chased. As the sounds of Vladimir's feet echoing through the halls of Argynvost.
What Scooby-Doo fit did I just enter?
That's so funny.
You'll have to rewatch it. It's really
Yeah.
funny.
Yes.
Jared's line was hilarious.
Arbus, that is where the recap ends. So prepare yourselves as I get prepared to. Arbus, you were low on health, so I did use the charge of the Icon of Random Opportunity.
Oh, you? Sounds
I didn't use any of your spell slots.
Yeah, I
didn't use
noticed.
any of your other resources.
That's
So,
fine.
Yeah, it was mostly exploration and talking.
Mm-hmm.
And then some chasing.
Mostly.
Yeah,
We had
A lot
one
of
fight.
chasing.
That's a lot of chasing. Kind of the page we're on is we talked to the guy. He wouldn't budge. There's probably a curse. He said the beacon is unlit. So we're kind of at the point where it's like, okay, whatever the beacon is needs to be lit before maybe whatever curse is over them.
Thanks
you
for
know,
the
lit.
info, idiot.
Was that to you or to him?
Oh, and I'm a horse when you're on my back.
Also, Rokar, I can't remember, did you get on the horse as well? Because I put you here.
I don't
but
think
that-
you had yet because she just said something and you're like, that's where we leave.
Yeah, I don't know why I had you in this spot right here, because that would be
But I mean, that's
because that's the
probably
horse's
where
spot.
you'll go.
What?
Such a perfect.
have
No,
you-
I think he mounted the.
Oh yeah, I'm stupid.
Because hiatus is a
No,
horse.
I'm sorry. I forgot that you were a horse, Hiatus. Because I was
Oh.
like, there can't be 3 people on a
Oh,
horse, but you
okay.
are the horse.
I am the horse.
So you see here, Arbus, on the music, you are still in combat. So
Don't worry about that one.
Yeah.
That one's fine.
He can't get us.
Mr. Freeman.
What a loser, bro.
See G-Man.
Mr.
Yeah.
Anderson.
Mr. Anderson.
Oh yeah, and Amy's like all the way over here.
In the kitchen.
Yeah.
I'm about
Oh,
to
Danny.
plan it on hope.
Sprint out the back.
So
We'll
what
go
was
this way.
your plan exactly?
Because he kept mentioning the light, and the only white light that there is in the house was the chandelier. So I was like, maybe if he sees it, he might be like, oh, light. But he's
also-
ignoring me and chasing after them, so I'm like, okay.
She also tried to break a piece off to take it with us, and it died. So
Yeah.
we can't move it. It's stuck there, and he does not care that she's in there.
Yeah, so I'm probably gonna leave.
Yeah.
So just
Why do you keep pulling
Oh,
He also did this like 4 times last
While
time.
they're talking.
His art.
Just-
This is Vladimir Horngard.
Mr.
This is the man who was chasing you. Obviously, you're right here. You're on the back of Hiatus as a horse. I believe
Alright.
that's probably what you do. This right here is Esmeralda on her horse.
Esmeralda. Oh right. I'm still holding my action.
For what?
For when
Teleport.
the second I see her, I vortex warp her onto a horse.
You're right. Forgot about that.
So make
It's
you
so
move, because if it
smart,
becomes my
Dave.
turn and you haven't done it, I don't get to use it.
I heard there's like a bird.
You don't get to use it
I'm a
and you
bird.
burn the
I
slot.
saw a
It
blue
goes-
jay today. I was like, what?
Yeah, you don't get to use it.
That's
and you
what I
burn the
meant.
slot.
Was I burn the slot?
Okay. So,
Whoa.
No.
What?
chopping around, guys, to once again set the scene. We're getting,
Olivia.
we're getting straight into it. Vladimir behind you, Olivia over there. Only reason why there's another hiatus is because I couldn't figure out how to configure a vision. I'm still working on trying to figure that out. It's a complicated tool. You see
He's been
Argal
so
here,
busy this week.
writing closely. This. Hey,
I just like when you said, I'm sorry, that was mean. That was uncalled for.
Oh, this guy's gonna make it.
I appreciate that Nevin
Horse in a
has a weird memory. He will maintain everything that was said at any given point, but he'll load through them just to make sure. He's got some really strong RAM.
So, up right now is Esmeralda. This is her turn. You see, as she rides up on the back of this horse, she looks at you, Audrin, because you're the one closest, and she's just like, and I think, I'm just going to sort of simplify this and make this an out-of-combat conversation as they're riding up closer. This is where they're going to end up, but they'll be there in the moment here. She sort of rides up, help me, I'm being chased. She's just like, and then, what do you guys say?
That way, and she's gonna point over there.
Inside?
No.
no,
No,
over there.
that
Go
way.
away.
That way?
Yeah, she needs to ride that way.
Okay.
Her hair's made of money.
No. And she's just like, okay. And she's just going.
I'm gonna go that way.
Are you
Hopefully he
like-
stops.
Why would you trust some strangers who just ran out of a building?
Because we're freaking
You do
heroes.
see that she is injured. She has one bolt. As she sort of rides back, she has one bolt. You might think that she's trying to figure out how to do this.
Well, we're clearly in distress, and we're probably the best shot. It's either trust these random people or get shot.
That's fair.
On
Again,
the skeletal
gamble.
horse.
I guess we haven't injured her yet, so her odds are a lot better
Also,
than the other guys.
we're very clearly a bunch of strangers, not of this land. So, you have
These
a
idiots
relatively
are-
decent chance of being like, it's a bit of a coin toss, but there's a decent chance that these guys aren't affiliated with anything going on in here right now.
Oh,
Okay.
Except we are.
except wieners.
Except Ween.
Except Sween.
It all circles back.
My Sween ween!
I'm sweening it.
Alright.
Attention, Cracker
I eat it with
Barrel.
the rapper.
Forrest Gump.
I used to do that.
You used to
I'm
eat
dumping it.
Starburst with the
I'm
rapper.
In the
Oh
summertime,
my
they would get like a little melty.
He's
I
mad
would
at
be
you.
too lazy to pick it, so I
I'm
just.
dumping it. I'm dumping it.
You're lucky paper isn't backwards.
She's dumping
Once I
it.
found out
Look,
that's
I got
how I started.
a nail clipper.
I went through a lot of
Click it.
Starburst once I found
No,
out.
don't know the TV.
It's not that bad.
Over your mouth.
I'm just persistent
Yeah.
right now. Yeah, sip that punch.
Do you guys know that ice break the white
Ah, that sucked.
the
Yeah,
white
but-
lifesavers mints?
So as she
those glow in the
rides
dark.
here, she turns back around and you see she just sort of, and this bolt of fire
Oh.
arcs towards this one,
Jesus.
this bandit on the back of this dire wolf. around
She
the
knows
corner.
witchcraft?
She's useful.
Get away from her! She knows magic!
Yeah.
She must be burned at the stake.
I don't trust magic users.
So you need to be burned. You're literally a fire.
No,
Mine's
it's different. It's different.
And you have one eye.
It's different.
Yeah.
It's
And
cool
you're
when it
horse.
does.
Pretzel here.
What the fuck?
It wasn't me.
wasn't me.
It was not me.
It wasn't me.
It was the ghost.
It was the ghost of the staff.
Right. So
Time
You
to
always have a
lock
specific
in.
look.
it strikes into this Vistani on the back of this wolf, and it just with this fire, it hits him really good hit. She is right there. She's got 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. Fuck you.
Thank you, Silva.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sean. Hello, sus. Can you return my sus?
Says?
Adam sus, what are you doing here? Gang no stuff.
Is this our ally?
What?
Nothing.
So then if I'm correct in assuming this, because even I am not super experienced with mounted stuff, she's on a mount and that mount has its own thing that it can do.
Action,
she used
yeah.
her action to cast Firebolt, but then
Oh.
she can also...
The mountain
The
dash,
horsey dodge.
Dash, dodge, or disengage.
Dodge, dive, dip, duck, and dodge.
She's riding her ass out of here.
Yeah, as she should.
Alright, and now all of us ride the other way. It'd be really funny.
No,
It's a-
we need to go that way.
Alright, we're good.
She's a distraction.
They won't chase us if they're busy chasing her.
It's like that one scene where it's like, where you go? That way.
That's a shaggy
Olivia.
choice.
Vivian, it's your turn.
Oh, book it out of there.
Yeah, I'm just leaving.
Followers.
I'll just
That's me.
Oh. Ooh.
So you're taking the quickest way you can get to the exit. Are you? And with you have 60 feet of movement, correct?
Yeah, but I said dash.
Okay, you're dashing. And are you going this way or the door that you're right next to?
Whatever's the quickest way to get out.
To the door near next to you.
The door you're next to.
Well, can she go this way?
Alright.
Well, he's got his spell.
I was gonna say, the
Oh,
second
okay.
she comes within vision,
You don't
work.
know that, however. So
Oh,
it's
did not-
up to you. Are
Yeah,
you just going
that's
out
fair.
the front door, or you do
Yeah.
know that he's that way? Okay, it's up to you.
I guess you can book it past him.
Yeah, you have enough speed to just walk around him.
And you said you're dashing, correct?
Yep.
Nevin, isn't she in vision?
Hmm?
Isn't she in vision of me once she exits that door?
That's why I was like, there's no
That's
way.
what I'm saying is once she's inside of me, I warp her to the horse.
You are. Yeah. Right. No, because there's stairs right here, so she has to be. I'm ruling it that right here, since there's a pillar there, that's where you see her.
Okay.
Because you're sort of out there, and then that's when you
And
see her.
maybe you should warp her as far away that way as you can, and then I can pick her up because these guys go before me, I think.
Yeah.
So she's gonna be sitting on the horse pretty firm. Unless you
Yeah.
want to put her on
Oh, that I suppose. I'll be warping her. Let's see. Since she hasn't used all of her movement yet, then yeah, I'd be warping her towards where.
Esmeralda.
Thank you, Esmeralda.
And then you get
I only know that one because it's cool.
Okay. So that's 30 feet of movement. And then you're warping her how far?
90 feet away from me.
90 feet away from you.
So from there, we go. Wee.
Dang, you out of here!
Wait, could she reach?
You can
oh, no,
outrun
she
my
couldn't.
horse.
I was
I
gonna say,
think
could
you
she
run
reach
it
it?
at the same speed as your horse.
Yeah, you don't have to be on the horses.
No,
So then
I'll just
you have,
dash inside.
you have 30 feet
Keep in mind.
remaining, and you do see that your Esmeralda is right here.
She doesn't even know who that is.
I know, I was just
Yeah,
like,
you're correct. You just see a Vistani woman who's riding quickly on a horse out. She's riding further down a sort of plateau
I'm not
here.
doing that.
There's a line of trees this way, but she's just riding out in the middle of the open currently.
I think I'm just gonna stop and like look around because I don't know what's going on.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna stay there and kind of look for my allies.
You can see your allies, but I'm going to say that through the fog you cannot see the rest of these guys down here.
Okay.
But your allies have enough light sources around them to where you can see them going through the fog. So you're just staying there?
Yeah.
Okay. You didn't have to use your dash action. So do you want to dodge instead?
Yeah.
Do the dance. Yeah.
Yeah, movement. The
Dance.
moo
That's not the Moo Man
Can we
dance.
do the
Victory
moo-moo?
dance.
Cannot do the Moo Man dance. That's at the end of the campaign. That's her rule.
That's what we all do at
That's
the
what
top
we
of
do
Strahd
over
while the
Strahd's
credits start
body.
rolling.
What is it?
Nice.
Strahd slumps over
Oh.
dead and we all start moo dancing with the credits.
Okay.
You can use your action and
I
your
can go
bonus
60.
action to dash if you want
Huh.
to.
Mm-hmm.
Where does 60 feet get me over here?
Gets you 60 feet over there.
It might
Interesting.
be faster of course, if you
Fascinating.
do that.
What's a dollar get me? $1.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty
Did you
neat.
have how much feet?
Okay.
I have 60.
60.
And can your wildfire spirit move with you?
I mean,
60 feet, and then you
It's true, I
times
don't
it.
know.
Can he,
No,
wait,
60,
can he
and
physically be
60
standing on it?
times
the most he can go
I'm gonna-
is
I'm
he
gonna-
can go 30 feet and
Yeah,
then
but
teleport
we're gonna
another
have to take
15.
points
So we
for
can
that.
go like
I'll
No,
allow him to
because
move with
dashing
you if
is a
you're on
bonus
horse.
action.
You,
For free.
you can like be on your head.
And then you can
Let's say
dash
he's
fast
biting
as
Oh,
the
that's
horse.
cute.
He's
I
biting
like
the
I did
tail.
when I was
Like he's
Ah, Disney film.
riding around.
You can,
Okay.
Okay, well that's all my
Except
movement.
for
I guess
right.
I should I go further?
yeah. So,
I was thinking.
Okay, I
so
will.
you could in a turn move.
I'll
get a-
dash just to get next to Olivia.
You might be faster than some horses.
Wait, what are you doing?
I'm a horse.
Where's-
I'm moving closer to you.
Do I know that it's you?
I mean,
I
you
mean,
see a
you
horse
see
that
us
looks
fighting
like
See
it.
us right.
it resembles my features,
And you see
and also you see your allies.
No,
Horse
it's just
with one eye.
no,
It's an
it's
orange horse.
with the one eye.
I was more imagining a horse with curly red hair.
That
On
too, yeah,
top.
it's a red mane.
Never mind.
And the horse is gonna run up to you and say like a brief rundown of what's happening. I would just say like, follow that lady. We're being chased by the Stony.
Isn't you? Okay.
Yeah, try to explain.
I'm just gonna
You
strip right.
ditched
Okay.
me.
Is that your turn?
You-
Or is that your turn?
I was about to say.
Oh wait.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, you ditched me. Thanks.
Maybe I could use the rest of my movement to go back now, or
No.
Can you teleport me? Well, it's too late.
Can.
It's too late.
Yes.
I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh my god.
Does she get any bonuses because of her aura?
Well, yeah, but it's fine.
Yes. That's how that works.
That
Beef and
is
some
a
thing.
dirty 20.
20.
Surely that's succeeds, right? Right.
You know what? It's like what Jared said. It's only beef if I interact with her.
Right, guys? That succeeds, right?
No, it's chicken.
Glares at you with these red eyes. You avert your gaze.
I've been talking
We
a
did
lot of
it.
smack.
She did it.
Oh yeah, you did.
Wah, wah,
I
wah.
forgot about that.
He's like, look at my eyes. No.
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 She puts on sunglasses.
No,
What eyes?
I'm sorry, I'll heal you.
it's the Mario.
Thanks, yeah. You could have teleported me and my horse, no?
Oh yeah, the 10 feet thing. He smiled.
Yeah.
Whenever
Smile.
people smile, I'm supposed to feel warm inside, but whenever Nevin smiles, I feel cold.
Unending.
He's looking something up.
Listen to
I
the
didn't
touch.
So, you see that as Vladimir walks out and he sort of glares at you, he also sort of takes his hand, and you sort of see as from the rooftop on these balustrades, these sort of like this line of about 6 spectral warriors appear, and they just launch these arrows down at you. He's a commander.
I'm gonna die.
No, you'll be fine. You'll be fine.
I'm gonna actually die
They
right
can't see you guys. You're too far away. It's just you.
They're firing through the fog, maybe.
No.
Not at all, no.
That's some bullshit.
So that's, I believe, 6 of these attacks at you as these phantom spirits appear. What's your AC?
21.
Miss. 21. Miss. Natural 20. And a 19 plus, I think this is 3. So that's, what is that, 22?
22.
2 hit. And one of those was a nat 20. You take 12 points of force damage,
Yeah.
and then you take 5 points of force damage for a total of 17 points of force damage.
She's
I still.
So,
47.
as you're running away, you see just and these arrows of these spectral warriors. And I said force damage, correct?
Yes.
You sort of hold up your shield as a reaction, and some of them bounce off, but then the other two just strike right here as you
It wasn't my horse.
go on.
My steed.
Must. Now this guy. Oh, great.
Here we go.
Yay.
60 feet of movement. He's on the horse. He's going to go about right here. He sees you. What would he do? Oh boy.
Hey, you had a plan already, man. Come on, stay on the plan. Stay on the plan.
Oh boy.
You had an objective, man. Stay on it.
Get down, Goblin.
Oh boy. Let's see here. No.
No.
Where is that? It's about 70 feet. Ooh. Okay, you can hit Arivia, and you can hit you, Soren. You're on the back of the horse, I'm going to say. You can
This
also,
lady
of
do
course.
Huh?
What does this lady do then?
So he's not going to move right
I
there.
know.
Stop.
He prioritized her.
I mean, there's a whole glob of you guys over there.
Oh my glob.
So, as he rides to that point, you see he sort of looks, and then he notices you, and he says, "Oh, that's jolly." And then he just sort of, you see, he immediately switches targets.
Yeah, I assumed it.
Immediately.
I assumed it, yeah. Don't worry.
You guys think he's focusing on her. The moment he sees you through the fog and he knows it's you, he's just like, okay.
Yes.
Okay, so he has
I
three
regret what I said.
three attacks from this light crossbow.
Uh,
And he is going to make one against you, Audred. He's actually just going to make him against you until you get knocked out. Because that's what he hopes. He's just going to do them all against you and see how that happens.
Yeah. I
Or
assumed
Jasper.
First attack is a 9 plus 7. That misses. Second attack is a 14 plus 7, which is 21,
which is?
which hits. I'll calculate this damage. You take 11 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
Plus 66 points of poison damage.
I
66. Gosh.
am down.
Oh, 66.
You're down? What's wrong with that?
Huh? It's at, let me look. Hold on. Let me do math.
Wait, how are you done already? You were at 31.
I might die right here. That's what's happening.
You're not gonna die.
He said
Yes.
66.
Oh, 66. Okay.
Yeah, I heard 66.
Okay, go on.
Hey, excuse
Yeah,
me?
you confused us
No.
really bad with that.
Oh no! Don't look!
Bold! Internet. You guys can look. Please.
You don't look at that.
Oh. Is this important?
I don't know.
It's like a bunch of script. I can't even see
I
it.
think that is important.
It's
No.
just scripts.
I just see numbers. I'm not even reading them. They're just
it's
looking at new
probably
detail.
just the initiatives.
Look, it says round one, and it's referring to Jared
Round one.
because you're the round one.
That's actually so bad. I thought he was at
Absolutely
66.
no sense.
I'm still gonna go down probably. I'm at 36 right now.
66. If he rolls max damage, you go down.
But he has 2 more shots.
Oh,
Or
true.
1 more. I don't know.
I'm so sorry, guys.
You're fine.
Okay.
I forgive you. For now.
But later.
Shinra Electric Power Cow.
Ugh. Shenra again. You guys got any materia?
Entertain the audience.
Alright, guys.
Oh.
So,
I hear they have a plan for the plate we're on right now.
Like this damn thing?
do you hear what happened to
See?
Sector 7?
Oh.
Alright, guys.
Ate it.
So,
I love letters.
So
let me
I
tell
got
you
ditched.
let me tell the
Here,
audience. Yeah, this is the in between.
Let me tell you a
This,
story.
this is you doing the Total Drama Island like confessional.
Yeah, I got ditched and now I'm about to go down. Because my teammates hate me.
Honestly, I don't know what Hiatus was thinking. Honestly, I don't know what Hiatus was thinking.
I just blinked and
Riding
This would
away.
be such a funny total drama.
Riding away like that, but I'm sure we can.
Like Audrey in the confessional with just arrows sticking out from everywhere.
Yeah,
like a
no
Minecraft
words.
character.
Just no words. Just
And then it cuts to Rudolph.
yeah. That was a bit on the fly decision making, I suppose.
Yep, that's me.
Everything was going great,
Go.
you know, until I had my next turn.
Foreshadowing.
Yeah, that's what it's supposed to be.
There you go.
I get into the confessional. I'm just like, I don't know why. I can't remember too much about what happened the last like 30
Last
minutes.
episode was like a robot of him because his actor didn't show up.
Oh yeah, he got lost in the
eyes.
eyes.
It's just me reading the script.
It's like, and then they get pinched from both sides. What the fuck? What did they do last season? Last episode. All right, guys. So, audience at home, allow me to explain some Sonic the Hedgehog lore to you.
God, please no.
Looks like we're just out of time.
And cut.
His name is actually
Oh.
his Sonic's name is in the comics is actually Ogilvy Maurice Hedgehog.
Alright, chef.
He used to be. I'm getting carried out as I'm talking.
No.
He used to be a brown hedgehog until he got his superpowers that turned him into a blue spiky hedgehog. Dr. Kintober, which is Robotnik backwards, he got fused with a rotting egg, which turned him evil. He gave him a rotten personality in an egg-like shape. That's how Dr. Kintober became Dr.
What are you talking about?
Eggman.
He's spitting his truth.
I just zoned back in. You're talking about Eggman?
Dr. Eggman
How
became.
did I get to this?
He was Dr. Kintober, Ovi Kintober, until he got fused. Obi-Wan Kintober.
He loves Star Wars.
I was rewatching.
Let me tell you the lore about Star Wars. Jar Jar the Sith Lord.
When we played it.
Jared, tell us the lore about Star Wars.
No, don't tell us.
What's the earliest thing in Star Wars history that is recorded?
Well, Peter.
What's the first thing that Star Wars history has
Man, can I take
recorded?
this damage, please?
Sorry. No. I don't know what it's doing, guys. I'm really
It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. I just want to see if I die or not.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I'm going to calculate this damage here,
Okay.
just to keep it going a little bit. You
Alright. Bring
take-
back the mini.
Alright, campers. Today we're using
take
minis.
15 points of poison damage.
15.
Yes, exactly. I think that's.
Bless you.
Let's see.
Okay,
Thank you.
you're low.
Oh my god.
Really low.
Bless-
really,
bless
really
you.
low.
Oh my
Ooh,
god,
but
my
if I
Wi-Fi's
pass
not
out,
working
hold on,
either.
What does my horsey do?
I think,
I think
it's
it's
so
Spectrum
low.
today.
It's
They're being
text me,
stinky.
but I don't know if it can ride away with me on it.
Fucking cat.
I doubt it can, because I don't know if I can hold on.
Oh, sneezy. Look, it's denim. Aww.
Are you done? Not giving me.
Alright,
shit
audience,
that
you
I
guys want to
think
hear a
I'm
joke?
plus
What
level
type
5
of
in my-
overalls does Mario wear? Denim, denim, denim.
Do you want to try my internet connection?
That's actually funny.
Like
Don't
my
laugh
little
at that.
Wi-Fi
That's
system I
funny.
use.
I'll have that. I heard that joke as a kid.
I've never heard that.
Have an
No.
Fuck you, Barbos.
Is it external?
Yeah.
Piece of shit.
We can't use eggs. They're expensive. Eggs turnal. She's smiling, audience. I got her.
Yeah, Amy, why'd you let you smile?
No, it was Jasper that was smiling.
I'm smiling at
Spider-Man, why'd you laugh at that joke?
Amy, tell the audience about your new haircut.
Amy,
They've never seen
describe.
your original hair. Oh, okay.
Amy, describe to a blind person what your hair looks like.
here.
All right.
Holy. Blind person awoken.
To a blind person woke people.
He's woke.
All
If I
right.
die,
Bury you in satin, lay you down on a bed of roses.
I don't think you're gonna be able to freaking bury me, man. We weren't able to bury you. I'll join you.
Oh yeah, I forgot. No, we'll be able to.
Dude,
It's not like
what if we end up having to
giant-
fight like an undead version of her later?
Huh?
What if we have to fight an undead version of them later?
Who?
Of
Oh, of Cypher?
yeah, sorry.
That'd be crazy.
I cared so little about you.
That's
To be fair, I always forget Audrid.
Audrey.
I always want to call you Reinhardt.
Reinhardt, where's you
Just
have on the mic called me Reinhardt.
No, it was only once. Okay, call me yourself.
Let's see.
Jesus.
Oh, I know what this is.
Oh, shark fin.
Shark fin.
Wah wah.
I used to have one of these.
That is yours.
We're gonna have 3 different Wi-Fi boosters attached to his PC, and it will get us a regular connection.
Let's go.
Woo.
I wonder if OBS is capturing all this.
OBS isn't internet. I mean, it is.
It is.
But I mean, is it capturing this?
I can't be
I mean, if
Yeah,
it's,
the
if it's,
so I can't be reached
if
screen.
it's screen capturing, then yeah.
You hear that, audience?
This is where you
Put-
cutscene.
Audience, this is where you put in your own video.
Yes, I skipped the timestamp.
Green screen out all of the dark blue in this scene and replace it with just something funny. Oh, good job, audience. That was fast.
Critical failure. Oh man.
Oh, okay, Swiper.
Is that a D&D reference?
Is that one of them
No,
RPGs?
this is already working better. It's literally insane. So I guess it's not Spectrum. I guess it's those dumbass antennas. Stupid things.
It's really rude when you said the antennas, but we'll let it slide.
They're horrible.
It was like really
Okay.
good, but
Here
whatever
we
was
go.
counting.
We're back in
We're back.
business.
You're so
Old reliable. Come back.
Now.
Come
to serve me again.
say that. No.
Watch me die.
Stop. No.
They're gonna hit me while I'm down.
Old
They were
reliable.
like,
Yeah, they're
Gotta
gonna
get
kick
back.
my cord.
let's get it together.
Jack.
That's really.
Basically, but it's not even your fault. Like, I was gonna say, this is real and shit talk. But I'm like, you're saying truth. It's not
Right,
shit
right.
talking.
Literally, he thinks it is though.
There it is, baby.
What type of car does a Jedi drive?
We did
A
it.
Toyota.
Okay.
See, I don't get that.
There we go, guys. Now I know what I'm using here on out. Strangely enough, I have 2 bars, and it's way quicker than these.
Whoa.
Even though those
Is
were
it far
telling me I
more?
had 4 bars.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's so funny.
Isn't that
Right.
funny?
The Ripper.
He did do the Joker. Don't I look funny?
Audrey.
Yeah.
One more time.
Okay.
I was expecting him to do.
Why is it that when I flashbang someone?
That's that.
That's him.
You're gonna say it's 21?
Yep.
Yeah. Or wait, hold on. Wait, I don't have. Do I not have Shield of Faith up? No, I don't. So it's
You
19. That's
19?
bad. Yep, I have
Okay,
19.
that might have affected something before, but we're okay with that.
Okay.
This next roll is a natural 18.
Okay.
Plus?
Plus 7.
Okay.
That's gonna hit no matter what. Okay,
Hits.
let's go.
Unless it
Well, what
was.
if it was plus 0?
You said natural 18.
I know, what if it was plus 0?
It's not plus 0.
You take 8 points of piercing damage.
Shit. She's
Oh
like,
my goodness, I'm down. I'm gonna be down.
7. Oh yeah, you are. Unless he misses.
Plus,
Yep, that's
Wow.
plus 20 points of poison damage.
Yeah, I'm freaking passed out.
You're down?
Horse. Yep.
Okay.
Oh my god.
So Jasper,
Remember
about
what I was
that
talking about
talk.
earlier?
About that talk. I'm glad you and I are on the same page
So-
there.
So he rides up and you see he quickly loads these 2 bolts as they right into your neck. You see they're tipped with this green liquid that just
God.
pulses through you and you just you fall off the horse as you lie unconscious.
Oh
You
my
see it just sort
God.
of looks down at you. Your horse is now sort of acting on free will, but it's acting to defend you, and it goes on your initiative. So it's acting to defend you, make sure you have it stat block up. You can control it how you would like.
Okay.
Okay, so you see, as he shoots the crossbow bolt at you, you see this sort of flare of anger in his eyes. You've spoken to this man before, and this kind of snake-like slithering sound of his voice, and he says, "You thought my brother was the strongest." And then you just sort of fall to
I
the
don't think I
ground.
ever thought that.
All you guys are close.
You see, he sort of looks past you, and he looks at Vladimir. You guys will see this, and Vladimir is just at you with the sword.
Yep.
Cool.
Okay. And that was how many feet of movement for him? His starting position.
I think it was
Weak.
60.
Weak man for getting someone this down.
That was
His
He's
favorite.
not weak. He's trying to get rid of me.
first save. Go back. Review. Okay, he went there. About 50 feet of movement.
That's a warfare.
Riding horse has 60 feet. It can dash. Also, he still has one more attack, which he is then going to take. He's moving up about right
He has one more
here.
attack? I
Yes.
thought he only had... Oh, okay.
There's 3. And he hit you with both.
Yeah, but the first one he missed.
You're correct. Good. Sorry. My apologies.
Okay.
He's trying to kill us.
But you trying to kill us? That's his job as DM.
He's going to ride up.
Rolling, rolling, rolling. Moving, moving, moving.
Right there. His horse used the dash action. He is going to use cunning action to take the dodge action. So he is dodging, not his horse. Okay. You see, he's just riding up to the side of you. He's sort of matching your speed. He's looking out at Esmeralda. You see, he's just as he's riding past. Okay. That's Arabelle's turn.
What the heck am I?
From your up.
Welcome back.
All right, Barlos, save the day.
Save the day.
Yep.
Come on,
Alright,
cleric.
that's cool. Alright, let's see
We
where-
dumped a bunch of dirt on the floor and told him to sweep it up.
Go back. You one bristle.
Okay. Let's see.
I'm sorry, Audrin. He's a tough
That's
bastard.
not your fault.
What are you looking at me for?
I'm not. That's not your fault either. It's no one's fault.
Isn't it your boyfriend's fault?
He didn't know. I'm sure.
Alright, sorry.
Alright.
You saw Audra just on the
I'm
ground.
dead.
I'm not dead. Don't say that.
I think this is the
Don't
first
say that.
time we talked about earlier. I think this is the first time the 2024 version of spellcasting will come into play a little bit. If I get off the horse, can I Misty step back to the position I was on the horse?
Are you asking if you can Misty step onto the horse?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
I'll allow that.
All right.
course.
So this is a free use thing. Is he within 30 feet?
I believe so. Measure it up. You?
5 feet out.
I've never felt more
Yeah,
disgusting.
that's 30 feet right there. He's
I was
just
more
barely out
scared
of
for you. I
it.
was
All
like,
right.
you're
I'll
here.
hop off the horse
Like, I'm holding it for you.
and try to get within 30 feet.
Just one space
Maybe
over.
you're
There.
real one.
That's 30 feet right there.
That's like
All right,
my
and I'm gonna. This is a
Well,
free
the first
use.
thing I think is-
I'm going to
Like, if they have
Tasha's
that's my
hideous
first
laughter.
one,
His
like,
horse
Horse. What is Tasha's hideous laughter target?
is a target one creature and is a wisdom save.
Does it have an intelligence limit? Because I know some spells such as that have a limit on the intelligence.
No, there is
Nope.
no intelligence required. It's just,
Okay.
just target a creature.
Okay. All right.
Visual of a horse laughing is kind of creepy to me.
What is that?
Of a horse rafflecoptering.
Okay. wisdom saving throw. What's the DC?
15.
15.
Miss.
Natural 5. Fail.
His horse is prone and incapacitated for
Okay.
the next minute.
So here's what happens. You see he's riding, and then you sort of jump off the horse. You sort of hold onto your holy relic, cast the spell, and the horse just... And then he just... What? The horse just lands on its back and slides. You see it... As he slides down on the ground, he rolls through the grass. He takes 4 points of bludgeoning damage as he sort of lands on the ground, sliding through the rocks. You see he sort of... Damn it. Damn that. I'm gonna experiment right here. If I move you... Yes.
Oh! Why is it him? Why is he your guiding light?
Okay, so we're just gonna use these for now.
What the fuck?
Those are... Don't worry about those. Those aren't actually there. Those are my
Okay.
tools.
Oh, I see.
Okay.
I'll turn them
It's a
invisible.
brooch.
Cucaracha!
Don't worry about that. Don't worry about
No.
this. I didn't think you guys would see this. You're in the dev zone.
Oh my gosh.
You know, if you go 500 units below the map, you can see Luigi.
Everything, what is it, Zane? You know the white room?
Yes.
Whenever games are like in alphas?
Yeah, exactly.
So his horse is... You
It's
said...
like perfect grass and then just
What
like
is this
clear
horse?
You
lines.
see like 3 copies of
It
hiatus.
is prone and incapacitated. And at the end of each of its turns, or whenever it takes damage, it can make another wisdom save to try and end it. And
Okay.
it's on advantage if it's through damage where it's making it.
Okay. So it also sort of slides forward on the grass. It slides along the ground. You see he just rolls out of it. He's I will allow him to make a dexterity saving throw to see if he lands on his feet. If he doesn't, he'll be prone. He's still taking the damage.
Yeah.
It's natural 4, so he's also going to be prone. Remember, guys, if I do these to enemies, I can do stuff like this to you guys too, for flavor and fun. So he's on the ground.
And fluff.
You see that he's there. Good stuff. Are you concentrating on that?
Yeah.
Yes, it is a concentration spell.
Perfect.
And then I want to try and use as much movement as I can to get within 60 feet of Audred, and as a bonus action, I'll cast Healing Word.
What are you casting?
Healing Word. Just get 60 feet. I'm trying to get as close. I don't think that's... No, it's not going to be close enough. Maybe? I'm not sure.
How much?
So you use 1 feet of movement to get off the horse.
5 actually.
5 feet. And so you're moving as close as you can.
Yeah. Hopefully it's close enough to get within 60.
Let's measure
Oh,
I don't
It might
think
just be...
maybe like it's gonna be like 5 out.
Yeah, I think it's exactly 60, isn't it?
That's
No,
exactly
55.
60.
it. 55 feet. So
Oh,
I'm-
sorry. I was thinking him. My bad.
No. And then,
But
yeah,
heal that
as
guy.
a bonus action, I will cast Healing Word on Audred.
Okay.
Thank you,
It is
Barbo.
at a second level, so you get 44 plus 4. Okay. 4, 8, 12.
Holy
13,
shit!
Damn.
Dude,
7, no,
He rolled 3 maxes.
12, 13.
Crazy.
Yeah, 17 points of healing.
Thank
I would also
you.
like to tell you guys that those Phantom Warriors who appeared on the
fuck.
ramparts, they are gone. They disappeared after this shot.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So
Okay.
is that your turn, Soren?
Yeah, that was. I mean, how much movement did I spend just now?
You could
You
also
spent 30
theoretically.
feet.
Okay.
You could also theoretically have
literally
moved
everything I
5
could
feet
do.
back.
That was my movement, action, bonus action.
Barb, you could also be 5 feet closer.
That was all 30 of my.
I mean, you only needed 25 to reach her.
It's up to you.
Up to you.
Sure, I'll move 5 feet back.
Okay. So, that's your turn. Good turn. Audrey, you're up. You're still prone on the ground, and your horse is next to you.
Okay.
He's walking down the stairs.
I'm just gonna get up and get on my horse.
So
Flip him off
that
and run
is-
away.
That is all your movement.
Yeah. That's
But since you're on the horse, there you go.
Okay. Does my horse take the action to dash, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, your horse is.
Then I'm going to have my horse dash out of here, as far towards them as I can
Yeah.
get. And then I'm also going to.
And your horse's movement speed is what?
120 dashing.
120 dashing. No, it's 60 feet.
Yeah. And as you
So,
see.
are you dashing as far away as you can, or right next to your allies?
Farther, please.
Farther because I go last, so I'll go a little further. Not.
Maybe
On the
this
other side of us?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Sorry.
Well, actually,
Huh?
can I use
The cat.
I can't pull Barb. Can I
Nope.
pull
Nope.
Soren? Okay.
Nope.
I can't pull him onto my horse. Then
You can
I
stay
will
within
just-
30 feet of him if you want it
Yeah,
to be
but
easier.
I stay.
Do you want me to
Just
just
leave.
do you want me to just warp him
Where'd
and
you
plop
go?
him on top of your horse?
I don't want you to have to use another spell slot.
I could probably use my guy. He might be able to teleport. We'll get there when we get there, but he might be able to teleport
Just
him onto the
leave.
horse.
Okay.
Too low.
I mean, if you let me vortex warp someone onto a
Where you
horse, he's gonna let me do.
I'll just
to
move
let you do
far.
that.
I'll move like somewhere over here.
Okay.
And go past him.
You guys stay
Pass
on that
them.
side. That side.
Okay, sure, that side.
And like, you can tell me specifically where you'd like to go.
Oh, I don't know where I want to go. Let's just somewhere over here.
Is that okay?
Yeah, sure, right now. And then I'm going to use second level cure wounds on myself.
Yeah.
Hopefully I freaking roll well. I cannot roll. So that was pretty good actually.
Yeah, high maxes.
7.
Woo! Jared, make the sound of a bulletkin dying.
6. Okay.
Nice.
Okay. 45.
That's good. You're higher than
Or
me.
what are the
I'm
ones that do that when they die? When they go.
My thing's only 48.
What?
And that's with
Yeah,
the
good,
temp.
dude.
I think they do
I got from
sometimes.
Marcos.
They have like multiple sounds.
Oh, I see.
Let me double check.
Yeah.
Yeah, my original one was 38.
Look, it looks like Jared has a little
Still
Kefling
I
hat.
mean,
Right
say it
now.
before he does something.
Jared, you're wearing a Kefling hat.
What?
Never wave.
I just I don't know.
What are you
What
doing?
to do? Gosh dang it. I don't know if I should stay back and tank hits with Barbos.
No.
We go last.
Already made your choice. Are you going back? What are you doing?
I don't know which is
Are you
can
still low?
anybody,
She's 45.
I'm 45.
Uh-huh.
But if we take hits together, yeah, I'm gonna go back and
Okay.
sit near Barbo.
You're staying near bar.
Yeah.
A little further away from the asshole, but yeah.
Right there?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. The two Vistani on the back of these dire wolves. 50 feet of movement for the dire wolves, which means that dashing they have 100 feet of movement. They're going to move right here.
Who the fuck is that?
What?
They're scary looking.
It's just a Vistani.
She got seaweed hair.
It's a guy.
You got
That's bro.
It's upside down.
It's like
Okay. The one you see, he has a massive burn on the side of his face.
Oh
He's
my
just
God,
like,
I remember.
he's just like yelling at her. He is gonna come right here, like crossbow, range of 80 feet. She is within that range.
Oh,
right
the meme where it's like, that's a pretty girl. He's like, that's a guy.
He
He's like,
is
that's
not
a
aiming
girl.
at any of
He's
you.
like, that's a
In
girl.
fact,
And
he's
like,
actually
what is everything?
right here instead. He's
That's
gonna move right there. And he's gonna make an attack at Ez. Attacking against her. That's for 13 plus 3 for 16. Esmeralda. That avoids it. You see it just. You think it hits her as it slams into the back, but it just grazes the studded armor, and she just. So,
Alright, good.
next one. 105 feet right there.
He's so happy.
She's gonna move over there. This is a female Vistani, once again on the back of
Why
a
are
dire
Tootsie's so
wolf.
chilly?
On the back of a dire wolf, it's dashed. I'll move her. She's right there. She is also going to make an attack against Esmeralda. She wants to kill them. Actually, you know what? In reality, here's what happens. She's moving to right on the back of the dire wolf. Her hand is just gripping the fur. You see she has the light crossbow as well. And as she sort of passes by, she looks at you, Rokar, and she says, "You killed my brother!" And she just launches it at you.
Oh, did I kill him? Whoops.
I mean, you killed a few. We've killed a few
Oh,
of their
fireball.
Vistani,
Oh,
so.
right. Yeah, I forgot I threw a nuke at their
Yeah, you sort of.
real
You sort
card. Did I kill someone?
you sort of activated a kill streak at one point.
I killed someone.
That is 16 plus 3. What is that? 19?
19. Yes, it is. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna see if I still have shield for free today.
You've already used it today.
Today?
I'm pretty sure. You've already
I mean,
used
just
it
go to
today.
your spells and it'll say it.
Amber's
I
checking.
need a restroom.
I need to go pee pee on the potty.
Jasper, shut up.
I need to go pee pee.
Yes, I did. Okay. In that case, I'll use it now.
Okay, here's another shield, which puts your AC to what?
22.
22. Always glad you're playing portable. You should be always glad.
I am, because every single chance you roll, you always roll 22, so I can't fucking use shield anyway.
Okay. You see as she sort of aims it at you with this vengeance and precision, you just as it bounces on. That is their turn both. The direwolves don't go. They're just there in case they need initiative order, in case their masters die. Rokar, it's
That
up
would
to you.
never happen.
All right, you.
Remember, you don't control the horse. You cannot guide hiatus. You're just on the back of the horse. Unless you want to hop off, you can't move.
Got this.
What I mean to say is hiatus is not a controlled mount.
Ah, I see. Okay.
Not with that attitude.
All
You're
right.
like,
So.
Anyway, I saw the glimmer in your eye. It was a red glimmer.
All right, so round 2, right?
Yes, Rico.
what are you doing?
You killed my brother.
I'll fucking do it again. So,
That's just horrible.
yeah.
Time to burn the
I
roots of this
feel
tree.
no remorse for these fucking guys. Alright. Big circle.
Man.
Zane's just like, all right, time to burn the roots of this tree real quick.
No, remember? Doesn't matter because he has changed
Force.
the element of it, which means the one drawback of Fireball is avoided.
Oh yeah, you didn't see it last session? There was a big, you'll see it if you look back, there was a big group of enemies basically.
Of
Spectral
ghosts.
Knights. And
Okay.
he was like, I Fireball. And Evan's like, it'll catch the house on fire. Force Fireball.
So it was a ghostly fireball.
Okay.
Yeah.
Catches them all.
I feel like I know it doesn't change anything, but Rokar would kind of put it a little more here. It would still catch the same guys, I just wanted it a little further away from her,
Okay.
out of safety.
Sure.
Yeah. And
Roll damage.
force damage.
Argal has advantage.
I was
on
more
this
making the
because he's
joke
dodging.
of him burning down their family
Wait. Is that how that works?
Yes, you're dodging. You have advantage on dexterity saving throws.
Oh, interesting.
In fact,
I need to know that for later.
in fact,
Could you imagine dodging a fireball? Like, you're in the explosion and you just kind of... Like,
tree.
underneath all the flames.
That's what Rogue can do once they hit level 7.
Just completely dodge a
No,
fire.
was it 7 or 9? Something like that. Yeah.
What's that game where you can parry, like, a nuclear bomb blast?
I have no idea, but it's,
Oh, I know the clip you're
it's
talking
very
about.
new.
Yeah.
Or,
Yeah, no, and monks get it too. They get evasion, which if they make a dex save,
They just automatically...
yeah,
That's pretty cool.
They don't, and you take damage. You don't take damage if you succeed.
remember?
Just sitting there not getting hit by
and
fireball.
The horse is prone, so it has
Probably disadvantage.
You can kill the horse.
there's disadvantage on attack rolls. That's it.
He is incapacitated as well,
There's also incapacitated, of course.
which I don't think matters. I think it's just attacks. And you can't do attacks and stuff.
Creature can not take actions or reactions. That's it. So it is just a regular save. I'll roll for the horse. Regular save. What's the DC?
15? Give me 1 second. Oh, wait. Whoops. I rolled 9. I'm going to try again. I'm going to put 1 back. I'm used to rolling these all together. Okay. Okay. The DC is a 15 dex.
Dex.
His balls.
I'm gonna bring a laser pointer next time. I'm gonna be like, move me there.
and then Kitty.
I don't know.
Do you have anything?
Maybe we'll bring the finger.
You said DC is 15. You've already rolled the damage.
Yes, sir.
Argal's horse.
We can make it
Argal's
if he doesn't want to
horse
touch it.
fails. What's the damage?
29 on a fail, 14 on a save.
29. Okay, his horse is burned alive.
Oh.
Or what's the damage? that
Or
you
his
did?
Force.
Or horse.
Horse? Okay.
It's evaporated by magic.
It's gone.
That's so sad.
We're in meat.
It laughed itself to death.
Bye, Paul.
Don't you know what happens when you can't stop laughing?
And I'll roll for.
Let me show you.
I hope
It's-
hiatus doesn't make it.
No, it's from Who Framed Roger
Hey, it's
Rabbit, where all the
Yeah.
coyotes start dying.
No, look
Yeah.
at the horse. You didn't see through.
Don't look.
What's 29 have?
14.
Make sure to tell me that spell slot.
I did.
That is +2. That roll fails. Fails. Love.
You're about to kill her.
She started it.
You killed my brother. Pretty sure you started it.
I'm pretty sure she started it.
Argyle rolled a natural 18. He is going to use evasion. He takes no damage.
Really? That's neat.
Yes. Okay.
Man, I
Blast
foreshadowed
me
that,
again.
didn't I?
I'm sorry. Did I kill them all except for Argyle?
You did.
Okay.
Thank you for.
Let's go.
I thought they would just get scared and go away.
No.
You did. Don't lie.
Okay.
I thought I'd cripple them enough to leave.
So with that explosion of force energy, there's just a blast
Oh,
of the
okay, I
air and
feel
the
that.
fog around you. You see Argyle just sort of, as it just sort of, and it blasts around him as he sort of evades the blow, but everything else just blasted back.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Thank you.
And
That's how I casted it.
It was an accident. It's like when beers blew up that planet.
okay. Is there your turn, Rokar?
I'm gonna telekinetic shove him 5 feet. Strength 15.
He succeeds.
Okay. That'll be it.
Get out of here, Esmeralda.
Suddenly, most of her chasers are suddenly gone.
Yeah. And the one guy who's left doesn't have anything to chase us on.
Oh yeah. That fork from me
Yeah.
had to go.
I feel worse about the horse and the wolves than I do about the people on them.
Who's the wolves? Aren't they like an enemy here?
They're really an enemy. I mean, are wolves in real life enemies? They're just
I
kind
mean, the
of
wolves at
surviving.
night try to rip us apart.
Any
Are
wolves
they
will.
Strahd wolves?
No, any wolves will try to kill you. They're just wolves. They just want to eat.
No,
kill.
but if they were regular wolves, he would have had a chance to at least talk them out of it.
Oh, I suppose so.
That horse was a regular horse. Shame on you.
Wow, okay. They're not Strahd's horses?
No, because they're not evil creatures.
Are direwolves evil? They're definitely scary.
Never asked one.
That's
Oh
true.
wow, what is she doing?
What?
Oh wow, she's just running
Oh,
in.
I got balls now.
Esmeralda sort of sees this. She rides up closer, and then she just. You see just this flare of lightning course from her hands. It lights up her veins, and she says, Argyle! Leave now! You're outnumbered! Leave! And he just says. And she's just. That's what she does.
Unlimited power.
That's her turn.
Vladimir in the back.
I know, we don't forget about him.
You know, number.
Guys.
This is great, Noam.
Nice drama.
Read it. Turn.
Yay.
Kick him in the head.
Vladimir walking. Prepare for my arrival.
Wow, so nice.
Oh, if only I could walk faster.
Oh, no one wants to do today.
No, not yet.
Aw.
I'm
Not
not
the
there
third
yet.
season.
What are we doing? I guess I will.
I think Vladimir's approaching us like Link in the Iron Boots. We're just.
I don't know what to do.
Somehow,
running
despite
away,
this
but-
situation,
Well,
within 6
Do you
seconds, I
want
can
me to
still
keep
reach
running?
you all.
Or I could go back
Just
here and
fight your
stay with
directions.
them to help fight as well.
I'll probably stay at least close.
I
Because
will-
she's here.
what is it?
I guess we're helping.
I will mention that Nevin did mention that she was injured as well.
Oh,
You can heal her.
Yeah.
Esmeralda.
How bad is she looking?
She got an arrow in the knee.
She's got an arrow. You're not exactly sure. It doesn't seem like a lethal injury, but it's something.
Poisson.
I mean, you could tell her there's another guy that wants to kill us.
She
And
knows.
she already knows that.
She's well
Yeah,
aware.
she was right next to you.
I know, but like we shouldn't stay here.
That's true.
I guess I'll go.
Keep in
and-
mind that this is happening very quickly.
Yeah.
It's not like she stopped, got off her horse, and did this. She's just leave.
I'm gonna heal her. Use hand of healing.
So you're moving up within range.
Yeah.
I
I'm putting
wonder
my
if I
hands
could
up
have
to make sure she knows
non-lethal
I'm not
that.
fighting her. Because I don't know this lady.
She's gonna allow you to do it. She can read your intentions enough. I'm not gonna fuss over that.
Yay! Wow. Your dice suck.
Oh yeah, they only roll really high or really low. You pick the
Yeah.
blood dice.
Good snake.
Jasper!
I'm
I love
sorry.
the cluster. Thank you. Buddy.
You rolled my
Never
next
want me.
They're very tasty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll want one
Okay,
of
so
them.
it's 4.
Four. Alright.
Those are tasty. They don't go well with pretzels.
That's good.
They should put that on the bag and warn people next time.
Yeah.
You could just get back on me.
Not to be
I
eaten
mean,
with
do I really
pretzels.
need to though?
I don't know. It's just in case
What's
he
your movement
shows up
speed?
and we want to get out of here.
Without
you know
dashing?
what?
I have the same
Yeah, I
it's
forgot. That's
That was
true.
with
Dude,
that.
the visual of her like jogging alongside these
Keep in
horses
mind,
is hilarious.
She could action
either way.
and
Do you
bonus
want me to
action
get
dash.
on?
So she can move 180.
Yes.
So she's faster than these horses.
Yes.
To be.
Very best.
It's your
It's
turn
like,
next.
everyone, let's go.
Yeah.
And he's like, we're all riding
I
on
don't
horses, and
just
Arivia is just
stay.
striding alongside us.
I'm just gonna stay there.
You're staying there?
Yeah. I don't know what
You wanna
else
dodge?
to do. Huh?
You could go up to this guy and deck him in the head.
But she's obviously wanting to keep him alive for some reason because she
Fair enough.
didn't
She wants
shoot
to
him.
leave.
But
Deterrence.
do I want
I mean, it seems more that she just doesn't want to kill him. Like, morally. At least that's what I can read.
Yeah, the idea of you're outnumbered kind of reads as like there'd be no morals in killing again. Yeah. But do as you will. You can take the dodge action and chill there.
Keep in mind who these two people are. This is two Vistani.
Yeah. You should kill them both.
Is that what you're doing? You're staying there?
No. I'm gonna kill him because he's the one who shot.
Damn it, my fireball missed as we're out.
You're going up to him?
Yeah. That's not cool.
Grapple him.
Okay.
Grapple?
I don't know, I'm just saying
Boggle.
You should
Bob?
Good.
take his weapons.
What are you doing?
Well, maybe it won't let you actually.
You could
I
try.
don't think you could do that.
He's like, all right.
Sorry, I won't scam. You gotta do the thing that Aang did to Firelord.
I am going to
Take his
use
crossbow
my
powers away.
bonus action.
Now you can never use your crossbow for evil. It stabs
My
you.
unarmed strike. Dirty 20.
Okay. And he is actually on the ground. So when he was down, he sort of went like this as he was moving to get up. But he is on the ground, so that is with advantage.
So do I roll again?
Yeah. If you crit.
Nope.
That was close.
That hits.
And 1d. 6 points of damage.
6 points of bludgeoning.
I'm gonna do force damage.
Okay. So you just sort of move up and just. And you just. Ah!
You want to say anything to him? You want to also be like, leave. Or.
Leave as we're killing him. Leave!
I guess I'll just tell him now get out of here before I change my mind.
Okay.
I will say,
Alright.
if she is readying a spell, you might want to move out of the way a little bit.
Well, yeah, I'm not directly in front of her. I'm like to the side.
Just arc lightning.
It's your turn.
90-degree angle cone.
I can't see.
You just, we know.
I
Okay,
can't
just
see you.
I did the math in my head to figure out if it works. I'm gonna move the horse 5 feet this way, just so I have enough feet for Wildfire Spirit. Is basically gonna move to a safe.
That's
You can just put them where they're gonna be. He's gonna move to a safe distance over here to teleport Soren onto the horse, and then he'll just stay on Audrin's horse because he doesn't have enough movement to get back.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also that's my turn as well. So it'll move to his, and then that's it.
It's your turn.
I'll probably just stay here. Yeah. Well, maybe I'll move like over here to in case you want to run that way.
Where are you moving?
Just like maybe 10 feet towards.
I was gonna say we should encourage the movement a little bit by moving a little, because if each
Yeah.
person's like, I'll wait till they move,
There you
we'll
go.
be stuck.
Kind of where hiatus is right now. We'll just move the whole horse over there. Yeah, that's good.
Full horse.
Whole horse for this one.
So, and I think
Get along, hiatus.
so. That was your action to
That's
direct
everything.
him, correct?
Yeah.
So you're no longer dodging. Let's study around.
Oh, bonus action to command him, so I'm still dodging.
Esmeralda's horse is still dodging.
You're very close.
Arvel's turn as it come around,
I've never
and then
had
bonus action. You're commanding it.
They've had them every
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
my
you are
action,
still
my
dodging.
action's to dodge.
where you can
Bonus
press
action to
X.
command him, and then he just did what he did.
There's also
That's your turn?
there's also
That's
a
it.
berry one.
That's gummy foot. It was a nerd flavor.
Okay.
Yeah, there's also one where it's just berries instead of the tangle.
Oh, that's cool. What the heck?
Uh,
Oh, this guy.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, brother, this guy sucks. Dude. Oh my god.
still barely not within range, but we
Okay.
gotta go.
You just
What did I do?
coming
I
up.
might just ditch Esmeralda, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, this is like her turn, and if it doesn't resolve, we're outie.
Well, I'm leaving.
Oh, okay. We'll follow them.
Arvel.
Let's see what he's gonna do.
He just sort of. I kind of want to wait for. I want to. This
Yeah.
is an interaction here, so
Okay.
I want to wait for them. What are the chances?
Cheers.
I am animated tonight.
Thank you.
Okay. I'm animated.
I'm animated. My heart's big.
It's like,
I like to
uh,
eat. I like to fight.
you know
I like
the
to fuck.
film
I like to have
stuff?
children.
Or the play
Anime.
That's not anime.
That's terrifying.
I'm anime. It's my turn for marbles tonight, right?
If I could, yeah. If I could go back in time and give a caveman something, I'd give him one of those.
You see their mind.
Give him a bottle of
He'd
gin.
die right there.
Amen.
Honestly, with how much sugar this is,
I'd give him one of these and a Bang energy drink.
No, yeah, no, they just.
They didn't vent fire and burn the whole world
I
down.
should have known you guys would enter the debug area this fast. Hey, it's there for a reason. Just use your imagination. Essentially extend this.
It's like that one episode in the digital circus.
So
We
we're going
don't
to
want to
trees,
use
right?
our imagination in D&D.
Yeah.
Trees are further.
Oh,
This
okay.
is still just sort of a plateau.
If
Is
we
the-
go
is the
out
Vistani
here,
camp
we-
over here?
The Vistani camp is actually not that far from here.
So is it that way or that way?
I think he said it was like 15 minutes.
We're trying to go to the away.
Yeah, I felt like that way was away from everything.
Like, when we run away, where should we go?
I wanted to go
So
this
is that
way.
the side? Oh wait, we're facing.
Well,
so we're heading
that
this way.
is where
'Cause
the
that's the
one
front
town
side,
is. That's sort of
This is the front.
ruled in a sense
You're
by
heading this
Babylon
way.
Saga.
So yes,
Wait.
you are heading.
Yeah, I don't want to
If
go
that's
all
the
the way
front,
that
why
way.
is
I
it
mean,
long
like, I
ways
want to
like
go
this?
this way and then cut over there.
What?
Why is it long ways facing this way if that's the front?
Well, that's the mausoleum, and those are the two towers. This is the frontier. You see the path leads up here,
Mm-hmm.
and
And
you're
then
heading this way. We don't have to.
Oh.
You're just leaving the place. You're leaving the area, but you don't have to.
oh, I thought
whatever
we were going
direction you guys-
this way.
Whatever direction you guys are heading, that's a mountain.
I know. I meant like down. I don't know. Just freaking over there.
You can,
Basically,
listen,
she's
you
saying we're
guys-
heading south is what she wants to do.
It's not determined yet. You guys are just heading out, and we can.
Actually,
determine
I
which
don't think I
direction
want to
we're
head
going. It's
south.
okay.
Isn't that where the swamp is?
Yes,
what I
the swamps of Perez is further down that way. But there's also a path down here that you know because you've looked at the map.
Okay, then we'll go to the back.
You're also aware, however, that yes, the Vistani camp is near Valaki,
And
Well, that's a
Valaki is
river.
also Valaki.
and that's the Luna River. It's close by.
Okay, sorry. Go on.
It's okay.
Never,
Never say sorry for asking questions.
Never doubt me again.
Are you sure?
She's sorry for asking that question.
I always feel sorry for asking you questions. You make me feel like I'm stupid for asking.
I shouldn't do that, and I apologize.
Aww.
Well,
now I feel bad.
Same question.
Yeah, you should feel bad for
So-
saying that
Yeah, for
statement.
the first time I ask.
So, what happens is Argal, you're sort of standing over him and he's just kicked him in the gut. He's just, I yield. You see, he takes the crossbow. He actually,
Can I
sort of-
take it?
you can't take it because it's not your turn, but he just
Oh,
tosses it to the side. He says, I yield.
What's freaking?
Hours.
He gets up, he sort of looks around. You see, you're a thief, Esmeralda. A thief. she's just, I'm not like you. And he says, no, but you are. You're of Estonian blood. You always will be. And then he just, and he runs off. If you let him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Run along, little doggy.
I don't know.
I listened to
Now we have to kill her.
You see,
What?
you see,
She knows too much.
Get it.
no.
Sorry, one.
He just traces him through, and he just is running beyond the trees. He's gonna dash. You see there's sort of a cliff, and he just slides down it, and he's gone.
Dang, we should
Oh,
kill
he
her.
kind of.
He's gonna be annoying later.
What'd you say?
He's very fast. You see, he sort of looks down. He sort of
Wait,
looks
wasn't he
fine.
prone?
He got up. So
I'm
he
saying-
can't, he can't move as far, but he still is moving quite fast. He takes the dash action, and then he cunning action dashes.
She found something.
So he's moving quite fast.
Okay.
He's still a fast dude. And then he's out of there.
That's him taking his cunning action.
He just does this smolder.
He goes, and then fucking flashes away.
Soren, back to the
Or
other
Quicksilver's
issue.
away.
You see Vladimir is still.
Here we go.
None of us have attacked him yet.
No. We
Yeah.
literally all made it very clear. Stop doing this! We made it very clear. We're your friend. We'll leave.
Yeah.
Come back when you've chilled out.
We don't want to.
Maybe had a
I
Zanny.
don't think he's gonna chill out. As a,
Bro is not chill.
I don't think he's gonna chill out.
Yeah, but we can run away from him.
He's
Jared just
okay.
wants to say thank you
Regardless.
for getting this thing
Oh,
to
yeah.
save the session.
Yeah.
Wow. Damn handshake.
What are you doing, Soren?
I'm trying to
Yeah, he
see.
shook his hand.
Holding your hand.
Yeah, just.
I'm gonna do something that will hopefully at least slow him down a little bit. I'll cast a ray of frost at him.
Okay.
No, don't hurt him. We're his friends.
No, we don't have to hurt him. We haven't
don't-
hurt him yet.
We have literally not
We can
hurt
just
him yet.
run.
We really try to convince this guy we're his
Yeah,
friend.
we have not hurt him one time. Made it clear. All right.
We'll
He
leave,
doesn't
like
want
he's-
us here, so we're leaving.
It's my turn.
No, I meant like.
Do what you want, but I really think we should leave him be because we're all friends.
We all have.
We
a
want to
friend.
kill Strahd, so
Yeah.
please.
He's clearly not
Yeah,
buying
we all
it, but
can
sure.
run.
I mean,
Well,
Because he doesn't have a
but
long
he's
running.
cursed.
I-
So are all the knights.
Do what you do.
Do what you do.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we all do have a turn before him to run.
Whatever you find best, do what you will.
this will not like kill him in any sense of the
That's
word.
what we're concerned
No,
about.
but
Yeah, it's just you don't have
But
to.
we don't have to hurt him.
What you're gonna do is
We could all be friends.
We're making it complicated. Just do it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do what you.
I'm gonna push you off my horse.
Barbos, this isn't like you.
Who's Barbos?
No, I'm talking to Barbos, the player.
in his defense, he is using Ray of Frost, which does slow him.
That's
is
fair.
His defense.
That's
Okay,
that
that's
is my goal right now. Is to
All right.
slow him.
Just, yeah.
Okay.
What do you
Yeah,
do?
I'm
Exactly.
casting Ray of
Okay.
Frost.
I don't want him to be pissed at us.
Here
That
it
is.
is.
Oh, that is a natural 20.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's see. It's 2d8.
All right. How much does it slow him down by?
10 feet.
Oh, awesome.
14.
Can't catch us.
That is 16 points of cold damage, and his speed is reduced by 10 feet until the start of my next turn.
Okay, 16 points is pretty
16
hefty.
points of cold damage.
Yes. Hey man, the dice said
It was
hurt him.
self-defense. It was self-defense.
Hey man, the dice said hurt him.
Yeah. It's fine. We're not gonna have to hit him again after this turn. We can just leave him be. He'll calm down after that. You need to chill out.
Okay. So you sort of, on the back of the horse, you turn around and summon the rhyme, and you shoot it at. It sort of strikes across one of his legs, the same one that broke before that he fixed. And he jumped off the ground. Just fix that. He just sort of strikes it, and you just as he continues to move, and as you hit him, he just and you see that sort of around the top of the tower, the Phantom Warriors are summoned once again to come to their master's aid.
Boy. That was my action.
Oh boy, it's the Mega Man.
Turn.
Let me see. Don't want to do anything else.
Like this guy doesn't have one more feet of movement.
Like past 3 turns.
And I'm
it's been
trying to
5
make
feet
sure.
away.
I'm trying to make sure it stays like that.
2 steps
Soren?
ahead.
Let me see.
Is that real?
He's 6'2".
True.
Yeah, I'll end.
Oh.
Audrey, it's your
Strahd.
turn.
I'm gonna make my horse run as far as the trail as I can.
As far as it goes,
Yeah.
Are you not gonna take?
Wolf steak.
Oh wait, where are you?
He's on the horse.
Soren's on the horse.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm on the horse.
Horse.
I guess I'll also before yell to Esmeralda to just sort of basically saying we should get out of here. You know.
As you run past, you can. Whoa.
I'm on the edge.
Wow, the debug menu isn't even here anymore. We're breaking the game.
Hey, Mervin. Rokar, you're up.
France. That'll be my turn.
That's your turn.
I can't really do anything.
Says France and ends his turn.
You
Worst turn
could
ever.
dodge.
Yeah, I'll
Only negative
I'll
things.
take the dodge action for now.
Esmeralda. She sort of. And then she turns to see she's Vladimir. She's looking it out there with you.
Remember, them archers might be able to get us.
Yeah.
Never
They
know.
can't hit what they can't see. And I cast Ball of Killing.
You had that this whole time?
What do you think I've been casting?
What are you doing?
What are you?
You are over there, a bit to the side of the horse.
It's one thing to kill a man. It's another thing to crush his spirit.
Well, you're just gonna run. I guess I'll run away as well.
What's your movement if you dash?
120. I'm a horse.
Basically.
I don't even need to be a druid to be a horse now.
You just sort of you feel this windiness in your steps, and you just run fast.
I mean, you could dash even farther away.
This is approximation distance.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fine.
No, I'm saying you only did
Okay.
action. You could get
Yes.
even farther away from us.
I look over to, like, okay, let's get
I'm just
Rivian.
waving.
Oh, Rivia dashes, so I'm
It's
just gonna follow.
It's just a cartoon like cloud of an outline of Arabia.
Got a blast.
Into the stars, fueled by candy bars.
You all see, as you're just racing on these horses, Esmeralda, your war horse, these three horses sort of moving in line, and Arabia just to the side. What is in your hand?
Henna.
Leave me alone.
It's henna.
What?
I doodled.
Oh, I
We'll
just
talk about it later.
I just saw it and I was like, ooh.
DM, you better stop doing this above the table. I'm
Better
getting
stop
really
making
pissed.
fun of my hand right now. You see Vladimir just sort of, he's running, you see breaks the ice and then just he's just looking out at all of you. And you see the soldiers and the arrows just fall short as you guys as you're sprinting out of their range, and then you just you watch as the fog just swallows him up as he
Holy mate.
ride your horses out.
Could've just told
of
us
this
to leave.
He did, like 10 times. If you wanted us to leave, you should have made it more clear.
Well, we told him we were leaving. Give us a chance.
He gave us 10.
No. Eat a rock.
I would like a rock. You blue rock? What is this, moonstone?
It's your mom's stone.
Don't you fucking... Audience, check this out.
That's crazy.
Audience never did nothing.
Sorry about
What
that.
did the
Amy.
audience do to you?
They let it happen.
Domestic violence.
They
Or
stood by
regular
it.
violence against. You hit
Domestic violence, regular violence.
me.
There's only two.
I know. I was like, oh, wrong one.
Audio violence. Everybody's favorite pair.
What? Oh, these guys.
No.
Bro and bro one.
They team up.
Bro and bro 1. Why is the other one doesn't get a number?
Because he's bro. He's the original bro.
Oh, so it's like files.
Yeah.
So it's not thing 1, thing 2, it's thing and thing 1.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Can somebody put the blue light filter on this TV? I'm a little awake right now. Ooh, okay. Too much blue light filter. Can we put back some blue a little bit? What's that thing?
So where are we running to?
Just to a trail.
That's you.
We were just running away from the castle.
You're a little.
That's a little version of me, Jared.
I don't want this.
Well, look at that.
Yes.
So
look, I made it.
Very good.
So, you all continue riding for a short while before eventually, and keep in mind you're fully actionable, you can decide to do whatever you want. Are you guys doing anything?
My power will kill those men.
Esmeralda's just going to keep riding. Eventually she'll stop, but if you would like to do anything before that happens, a short distance away from Argynvostholt.
Well,
And the horses are getting a little bit tired. And I'm going to argue that you are probably getting a little tired as well.
Yeah. Probably. Yeah, why don't we just stop?
Until we feel like a safe distance, I guess.
Yeah.
yeah.
Excuse me.
Oh, my sweet, sweet pony.
Obey me!
Damn.
Obey me!
Sir? What are you doing? Yeah, I'm thinking.
Houdini!
Oh my god. It's okay. This is...
Helicopter! Jinx.
You both did it.
I hate it when Zane copies me.
Turning into him.
And that's what I think. I'm like, no, it's humor.
I'm like the Goblin Mask.
He's gonna look in the mirror one day and he's just Amy.
It's gonna be the Grinch.
You all stop the horses
Yeah.
and sort of convene in this section of the Spallage Wood.
I'm gonna do this. I take the biggest.
I use my
stab.
cowboy boot to stop
Oh my god, I
hiatus.
ran like that and
Damn.
Okay. Esmeralda stops her horse.
Winded.
She... Whoa! I think this is a good enough distance, wouldn't you all say?
Yes.
She
I
sort
haven't
of
run like that in ages.
Yeah.
gets off the horse.
Oh shit.
Oh,
Helicopter.
yes.
Sorry.
Thank you for the help back there. If I hadn't have stumbled upon you, it was quite the opportune moment, I must say. That was strange, though. Oregon seemed like he knew you. If you wish not to speak of it, I won't pry. But I would like to ask what you were doing at Argynvostholt, and why that horrid man was chasing you.
I'm gonna. A horse that she's not heard speak yet. It's a long story.
Can you speak in wild shape?
I can.
Now you can. Is that?
No, I just can.
Yeah.
2024 druids can speak in wild shape now.
Does that make
That's
sense?
a bit funny.
He's done this
Well,
before.
quid pro quo.
You think she hasn't seen this before? She seems perfectly fine.
Oh shit.
Okay.
You're a little disappointed by that.
Well, it's fine.
Quid pro quo.
I know. Before I start asking questions, you'd like to know who I am. You did help me, as a matter of fact, so I suppose I am your debt. My name is Esmeralda de Avenir. I am a Vistani by blood, a Vistana by blood. But obviously, not necessarily on good terms with my kin. I'm here in Barovia for reasons which I shan't disclose as of yet. But I'd like to ask for your names as well. You see, this whole time she's sort of on alert around, looking about.
Hiatus.
Pleasure.
Railcar.
You wouldn't mind returning to your natural form?
We might need it.
That's true.
All right.
Pleasure to meet you.
Railcar. Pleasure to meet you.
I've only ever met one of your kind before. Quite strange to meet another, I must say.
Ah,
And quite profoundly rare here in these realms.
yes indeed. Knowledge isn't found in one spot. You gotta keep looking.
That is true. Barovia, I'm not sure the place that I would look.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I'm assuming you're not here willingly.
Yeah, I won't look here twice.
That's fine.
Soren's name.
Soren? That was some quick thinking back there, freezing him. Good job.
Olivia, glad to see you're feeling better.
Good to meet you, Olivia. I must say, you're probably one of the fastest women I've ever seen. Quite the achievement. And then you-
Audred.
No. Surname?
Audred Solon.
Pleasure. Rare to find holy folk of such caliber in these lands. Do you follow the Morning Lord? Or aspire to a different faith from a different foreign land?
A different faith.
What I thought. Well, Esmeralda, pleasure to meet you. Now, I might ask, once again, what are you doing in Barovia? It's easy enough to tell you're not from here. The Misks have a tendency to trap people. Did you find yourselves trapped here?
Like most people.
Like most people.
Yes, that's right.
Yes.
One reason or another, we were escorted here.
By who?
Vistani.
The Vistani. I thought as much. Well, you're lucky. There are some people who just stumble into
Stumble!
There he is.
It is I stumble. Don't say his name twice.
You should consider yourself at least partially lucky. There are quite a few who manage to just stumble their way into Barovia. You know that kind of happened to you a little bit.
Not bad.
It's a missed input.
Fortunately. It's not made of
I have never been to Barovia. I'm a new arrival here, but I've heard many, many legends of this place. Horrible, horrible legends. I came here with one express goal that has been shared by numerous adventurers who came to this place and died in this place. The goal of killing Strahd von Zarvich.
Are you not a Vistani?
Oh, I am.
Well, don't forget, Vistani can leave freely. That's how we got here.
Listen to your friend. He's right. The Vistani of Barovia are particularly ruthless. And I'm going to actually, I guess I will describe her, of course. You did see her, but
She had the dollar bill hairs.
she is a very tall woman, maybe about 6 feet tall. She has sort of a rapier on her hilt as well as an axe. She has numerous implements in sort of a pouch belt, a large red coat, long curled hair, a bandana wrapped around her face, sort of shark face with long curved nose and sharp chin. Very stern look, but not menacing, not violent, just focused, very collected. You see that she has sort of these baggy blue pants, and her left foot has a large leather brown boot wrapped around it, but her right foot, just below the knee, is a wooden prosthetic leg that she moves about with. Very, very nice, with dexterity. She's very used to it. But she gets back to it. She says, as I was saying, the Vistani are allowed to travel freely between the realms of Barovia and other mist-bound places. I cannot explain it all, and I won't do it while we're here. In fact, I might ask, where are you all headed next? We should walk and talk. I know where I'm going. Perhaps we can aid each other in our troubles.
Well, halfway destination.
We were planning on going to Milwaukee, but
Unlucky.
Yes, as things stand, we may. I would not be opposed to joining her on her destination.
Well, where I go, I have taken a refuge in a, I believe, 3-story tower on the shores of Lake Baratok to the northwest of Barovia. It's on the road that leads to Kresk. It's not far from Voloki and not far from Kresk, but it's a very isolated place. I'm willing to extend an invitation there, so long as you guarantee me you won't let word slip of this place's existence.
Works
Sounds
for
good to
us.
me.
Good. Of course, though, if you have your own business to attend to, you can come anytime. I can't guarantee that I'll be there, but I have some wounds to tend to. I'll probably be out of it for a day. And I might ask all of you. I wasn't able to move through Voloki when I first arrived in Barovia. They weren't fond of Vistani like me. And yet, in recent times, I've seen the Vistani going in and out of Barovia, in and out of Voloki, as if they were had the red carpet laid out in front of them. You wouldn't happen to know anything about that?
Yeah.
We've got catching up to do.
Mm-hmm. Recent,
Well, then we'll walk and talk.
yeah.
Explain.
Well,
Oh,
recent
sorry.
political shift, so to speak.
You weren't even there, but
The old
they
burgomaster
told me.
despised Strahd, and the current one worships him, waits on him hand
Who's
and
the new
foot.
burgomaster?
Lady Walker.
Yes, a woman known as Lady Walker.
I've heard of her.
Hmm? But,
Oh, and the gods did that come about?
well, in a very chaotic fire.
Must have been bloody.
Mm-hmm. But one way or another, you're allowed in Vallaki, it seems.
I would be. The Vistani know me. You saw that.
Do you think Walker would?
Walker wouldn't be able to recognize me, but I guarantee you, the Vistani are all on the side. Vistani and Barovia. All on the side of Strahd. Not necessarily. Not keen on having me around. And considering the fact that Aragorn is about, they'll probably extend word of my being there. This horse I have, well, I had to steal it from their camp, and that's why I was on the run. And of course, Aragorn's liable to go back and tell them all about me. As if they didn't already know, they've got eyes and ears in all places in Barovia. And if Vallaki now too. Last place I'd like to go is Vallaki. Unless, of course, you'd like to call on that debt and you'd like my assistance with it.
At the moment, no. But
Well.
we'll keep that in mind.
Of course. Regardless, even I have heard tale of Lady Walker's favor of the vampire. Her being burgomaster of Vallaki does not fare well for the kind people of that place. Now, we'll be on our way, and I assume you're all okay with traveling to the tower with me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Alright.
We'll make our way there.
Sorry, above table 2. So long as you'd want to and you think your character would it be fine if we can say that she picked up his weapon when he threw it?
I wanted to say that, I'm like, we kind of left it there. Weren't we going to grab it on the way out?
I'll take it.
Okay. So long as you think that's something you do.
Oh yeah.
It's
I mean,
a
I wanted to take
It's a light crossbow, and if one of you guys wants to take it, but she'll take it as well.
It's also considered a melee weapon.
Hey.
Oh.
It's a little
Okay.
weird.
It's a light.
It's a light.
It's hard to picture in my mind.
It's cool to have.
So you're taking it?
Yeah.
Okay, add light crossbow to your inventory.
Yeah.
It was the
Light.
bolts that were poisoned, not the crossbow.
Yeah,
So it's
I
just a light
figured.
The whole crossbow's poison.
I
It's
touched
shredding
it,
your
20
arm.
damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot
So you
of
see that
light
from here,
weapons are typically
she knows the path to
Talking
this
about just
place.
from
She
visual
sort of
aesthetics
pulls out
anyway.
her own map, looks at all of you. We're going here, passing through some of the crossroads and some nasty places in Barovia. Be on the lookout. I'll get on my horse. Of course, seems you have your mounts as well. Join me. Sort of. We can talk amongst yourselves. Plan if you
We
like.
have somewhere to sleep.
Hey.
The potion.
We don't want to. Yes, we do. We don't want to,
looking
impose on
at
this
it,
lady
I was
free
like,
lodging.
We gotta save that for sure.
Yeah, she's
As
focused.
soon as we see him, you can't do it. You can't have it. Punch me, do it.
Fight back! Fight back!
You still get the force, so you have to get like punched back, but you don't feel nothing.
Enough! For what?
Potion?
Invulnerability.
For fireball!
Invulnerability?
Yeah.
When did we get that? When did we kill
Last session, we got it in random.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I need my glasses adjusted because I can't tell who the fuck you think you're talking to.
I need a pee.
Beep beep.
God. Did anybody ask her why she wants to kill Strahd? I didn't miss that.
Do
We'll probably talk more when we get
That's
there.
fair. I mean, Strahd's got a laundry list of reasons to kill him, but
And probably has a laundry list of enemies as well.
yeah.
Who doesn't want to kill Strahd at this point?
She literally could just respond with, I mean, take your pick. And then we'd be like, yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, we've been there. We've been here. We've been here. We've been here. We've been here. Here. We're filling up the map.
Wieners.
We gotta go here now.
In the middle of nowhere.
That's actually where a random fight can happen. But
Yeah.
he'll drop a weapon that's a legendary class for one of our characters. Randomly chosen.
But you
it's
have
just
to
a heat
do
up.
it. Yeah, but you
It's just
have
a
to
heat up.
do it specifically on the 10th day at dusk.
Yeah, that's where we fight the Smoky Prog.
Yeah, I was gonna say a beady long legs trumps from there. Which
But-
there is a hidden beady long legs in Pikmin 2, only at the pools of something I can't remember. He spawns.
Perplexing pools?
Yeah, he spawns at spawn on day 21, and I'm not kidding. It's a reference to something with the dev team, but
That's funny.
it's still 20.
That's so basically they had a group of guys like us who were like, wouldn't it be funny? Beady long legs. I like Perplexing Pool's music. It's very odd.
Is it?
No, that's
No.
Forest of Hope.
Yeah.
It's very specific. It's just like piano's like.
Would I be able to use it, or do I have to wait till I get bows?
What are you saying?
For the light crossbow,
Does she need
are you gonna
arrows?
let me use it, or do I have to get bows from a shop first?
Arrows.
Oh.
Do you have any bolts?
Arrows, sorry. No.
Yeah, crossbow
Then
bolts.
no, you don't have any bolts to shoot.
Okay, that's what I was
You have
wondering.
any rocks?
You have any wieners? You have any barbecued hammers?
I don't think I have any. I don't know.
It makes
Why
me
do you know that
curious.
song?
It does make me
Martha.
curious why the other guy was different.
Oh, right.
though.
I know, yeah.
Why
and
who was
all
different?
while we were in there too, we met other people of the same variety.
You talking
And
about?
how the guy on the road didn't seem.
Oh, yeah, well, he was chill.
So we don't know if it's being in the castle that does it, being around him.
To
the
be
beacon's
fair-
not lit.
To be fair, this other guy we talked, Vladimir, he was pretty chill too until we just weren't listening to him.
Yeah, he's just like.
I'm sure the other guy would have totally attacked us if we said something to offend him.
Yeah, it could also just be that we weren't an enemy of their plan by that. Oh no, wait, no, because he tells us to convince his master otherwise.
Yeah.
So I don't know. We don't know yet.
Yep, we don't have enough reasoning.
Yeah, that's why I said it makes me curious. Made me cute.
Maybe
I
that
think-
guy was
I
just
think
chill as hell.
We go back to
He was
Strahd's
like,
castle.
guys, what's wrong with
We
you?
go back to
He has a
Strahd's castle
progressive view.
and we destroy the bones so his soul's not trapped in the castle anymore.
Okay,
You destroyed his bones.
You fucking dipshit!
so about 45 minutes passes as you make your way just along the tree line of Argynvostholt, through the Barovian wilderness, and back to the road where you once traveled to go to the Wizard of Lions in Kresk. Instead of traveling to the west, you travel just slightly east, northeast, and then northwest to the shores of Lake Baratok.
I thought you said Weast. Ooh, I like that shape.
Ooh, a Vistani wagon.
Is that not going to set off any alarms for anybody?
It's actually not. It's just a wagon. There's
Oh,
Vistani
okay.
wagons are just wagons.
I like
yeah,
the shape
she's-
of this building. It's very cool looking.
Yeah, she mentioned how she was living there. She's a Vistani. Probably assume it's. At least I'm gonna assume it's probably her wagon.
She needs to fix it.
That's just what he wants you to think, Barbos.
Just you wait.
Just you wait. It's actually not a wagon, but
It's
a
a-
car. It's an SUV.
Clown car.
So
25 Vistani.
on horseback,
That's right.
you eventually come to a cold mountain lake, enclosed. Excuse me.
What was that?
A cold mountain lake that's enclosed by misty woods and rocky bluffs. There's a thick fog that creeps across the dark, still water. You see the trail ends at a grass-covered causeway that stretches 100 yards across the lake to a flat, marshy island with a stone tower on it. You see the tower is old and decrepit with collapsing scaffolding that clings to one side where a large gash has split the wall. There are time-worn griffin statues, their wings and flanks covered with moss, perched atop the buttresses that support the walls. You see the part near the base of the tower, within sight of the entrance, is a barrel-topped wagon spattered with blood, no horses surrounding it. This tower stands about 80 feet tall, and the roof seems to be mostly intact.
Roof.
As you approach the wall, you see Esmeralda stops. I didn't leave the lights on. She gets off the horse. You see that you're about near the trees. That's when she stopped you. She sort of crouches down. Get off your horses. Get down.
Once you guys get off, I'll morph back into me.
Good to meet you finally.
It's good to see you too.
The voice is straight.
There is an enchantment on that door. A spell. It requires a specific series of synchronized movements to get inside. I was able to figure it out. Whoever's inside either transformed into a creature small enough to fit through those windows, used the side entrance, or found their way into the door. They likely just went in through the gash in the wall. I knew I should have tried something to patch it up.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask about that.
Curious though. They must not be looters. They didn't try and touch my wagon. If they did, I'd know. In fact, we all know because it'd be a pile of ashes. Don't! She doesn't scream, but she's like, do not try to enter my wagon. It's trapped. Don't touch it. Don't do anything with it.
Okay, fair enough.
And don't try and touch that door either. I'll open it. And listen, there's an anti-magic field surrounding this tower. Spells won't work inside of it, or around a 10-foot radius surrounding it. Do you understand that?
Oh gosh.
Starting where?
What?
Starting where?
A 10-foot radius surrounding the tower. Imagine there's a 10-foot extension of its walls.
Okay.
From there, you won't be able to cast a thing.
Alright,
Does
guys.
anyone know?
Magic, huh? Get out of the way. Step aside, dumbass turtle.
Magic won't work, I suppose. We'll just have to use our numbers. I don't see.
Why did that get you?
I don't see any horses around here. She sort of looks down to the dirt.
Jesus
What is
Christ,
this?
Amy.
You see, she sort of leans down. She's moving through the dirt. She pulls aside a piece of grass. She's playing the game, guys. Remember,
Can I-
you're
yeah, can
fully
I look
active.
with her?
Okay, yeah, sorry.
She's looking at.
Make a survival check.
Stunned. This freaking woman knows what she's
I
doing.
know, I'm like laying on the ground to hide. I'm like,
Actually, I guess
Oh.
if she's looking at prints, I want to look at specifically what I know, the nature around the area, why it would be deformed, somebody pushing through.
Okay. Go ahead and roll. And you're looking as well.
Can I look too?
I'll look.
If you are proficient in survival, you can make this check.
Yes!
Brownie.
I am.
Well, do you have to do it?
No, you can roll this.
Oh.
Dirty 20.
20,
18.
18. All three of you, sort of in synchronized fashion, sort of look down. You all look at each other. And you all say it at the same time, but you see a collection. It looks like paw prints. Large paw prints that have moved, stepped forward about. And they're going towards the tower.
we're good, guys.
Wait a minute.
Paw prints.
Hang on. I'm like looking at a. I think we might know somebody. It could be. We're not for sure yet, though.
Who would you
Was he
know
small
that's made
stature?
their way into my tower?
Yeah.
He has a
who would know?
tiger.
Sure, was
Well, how big are the poppers?
Oh, he was like.
They're about
Small
tiger-sized.
Hey, are they tiger shaped?
Hey.
Yes.
Awesome!
Who's a bird?
A tiger
Well,
sized
I
bear
definitely know that.
He's small, right?
You've got a pretty good.
Pretty
But
good.
You can turn into a fucking.
True.
Yeah, I'm like putting my hand in it, trying to envision it. I think it might be Ritovio.
What did you just say?
Ritovio. It's a man we've met before.
Oh.
Oh shit.
Rick. Oh yeah.
Is that his name?
You're fucking kidding me. She sort of, and she starts walking.
Oh,
Right.
he's not scared
Okay,
anymore.
well-
Okay,
Follow
shall we
after.
follow? We know him.
She's just, I know. And she says, I might too. And she just starts walking up. She approaches the
That's
door.
ominous.
Alright.
Okay, I'll follow.
Yeah, let's
I'm
follow.
gonna
I'll
go. I'm
follow.
going up.
Cautiously
Who's
optimistic.
raising an
I'm not
eyebrow?
cautious.
Yeah.
She's
I'm
not
just
cautious.
optimistic.
I'm not
Yeah,
cautious.
I'm just
You
walking.
see that as she walks past, you see I'll describe the wagon. It's sort of under layers of mud. There is this wagon. It sports a fresh coat of purple paint. Its wheels have a sort of fancy gold trim. There's a brass lantern that hangs, as you see, from sort of each corner in red drapes that cover a tombstone-shaped window on each side. There's a steel padlock that secures the back door, hanging from which of the padlock, or the back door, there's a cheap sign, wooden sign that reads, "Keep out." There's an exclamation point. She says,
It's Shrek.
she says, "Keep out," as she walks past it.
I jump into it.
And then as you approach, you see the tower door. You sort of see. Actually, let me make sure. Yes. Excuse me. So, it is an anti-magic field. At least she describes it as an anti-magic field. It is centered on the tower. She said, "This is what she's told you." It extends 5 feet from it in all directions. So there it is.
What happens if Scrimna tries to?
Do you do that? Do you test it out? Because if you do, she's gone.
Do I know it's an anti-magic field? Like she describes it literally those words.
She says it's akin to an anti-magic field. She doesn't know if it's exactly
Okay.
that.
Because what you tell me is that you can't cast spells in there, but is that what we know?
She has told you.
Okay.
It is an anti-magic field.
Then I'll leave Scrimna just kind of parked outside.
Okay.
Be a torch for a little bit.
So, as you approach the door, she's doing it confidently. It's a door made of iron. It has no visible hinges or handles. And you see that in the middle of the door there is a large embossed symbol. It is a connected series of lines with 8 stick figures set around it. They are carved into the lintel above the door. Carved into the lintel above the door is a word, Khazan, Khazan, Khazan. I'll show you the door.
It's my favorite superhero.
If you want to see the door, look at the notes.
Patreon.
If it was necessary for you guys to know this,
Is it here now?
you see that as she walks up,
Patreon.
she actually, in quite comedic fashion, she goes kind of like, and then it unlocks and she just pushes it
Ow.
open.
Do we need to do
I haven't
that?
seen moves like that in a while.
She's just, "Come on in."
Okay.
We've got
And
to
she
get one
says,
of these.
"And do not open that door. Don't touch it without doing what I just did."
Do I remember what she did?
Sure.
I'll
She
remember.
walks into the tower, and it's very old and decrepit in here. There's 4 chains around sort of a small little platform. Actually, yes, 4 chains on a small little platform. It can only fit about 2 of you at a time. And around that platform, there are 4 clay golems that are just sort of standing. They have no face. They're just sort of these carved clay golems that are just standing. And as you enter, you hear from above just sort of a thudding noise, like. And then she sort of steps on it. Unless any of you have another idea, only 2 of us can go up at a time. I know I'm going up. Who would like to come with me?
Well, I won't make for very good protection in this anti-magic.
We shouldn't need it, just in case.
That
How about you?
Okay.
Yeah, it's up to you.
Yeah. How about
You sure?
yes?
What's your
just to be safe.
45.
Um.
And 5.
Well, just for now, he's gonna like come over to you and put 5 good berries in your hand. It's 5 off.
Houdini.
Nice.
She sort of walks onto the platform. Just 4th floor, and she sort of nudges the golems. And then, as it begins to raise, it's sort of creaking.
As I was thinking,
This guy we're going up to.
Is this a cool, a very neat feat to
PTSD.
behold?
When you said golems, I was like,
I mean, is it really cool to watch?
Oh,
Oh.
No, he's talking about something. He's
Oh, I
looking at
thought he was
something.
like, what the fuck kind of question is that, Zane?
I mean, let's think about it. It's this old,
She
decrepit
hits you
tower
for
with a
49
literal
damage.
anti-magic field, and yet the golems inside are
yeah.
still
my health,
working.
Amy.
That's
You
true.
are seeing these
I didn't know my
golems
health
that were
all the time.
still.
Would you do
So
that
like,
on your
she
job?
would go down.
Like, would you
Being
lift
the last time
an
we
elevator
keep
for the
track,
equivalent of
someone
what for you is like
Some-
dogs, like in terms
I
of
don't
wage?
remember who.
Like, would you do that
Someone
for a
died,
job?
right?
Minimum wage. Every time somebody wants to go up or down an elevator, you just lift the
You're
rope,
so
and then you lower the rope.
I'm so profoundly confused. By
You
this
get your
program.
current wage. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, my current wage.
Yeah.
Still in a
And that's what you do all day.
Esmeralda voice.
And when you're not doing the elevator thing, whatever the fuck you want, but you have to be there at the elevator.
So is there like a?
You could be on your phone.
Is there express? Oh, I can be on my
Nobody's
phone.
eating
And
the
just do,
dark one.
you know what? Sure, fine. I can
Yeah.
just do that with like one hand. Like, oh,
It's a hot take. Jelly beans.
I will show this to you guys.
You could be like playing poker with the other 3 golems.
it's like,
Okay.
oh, you want to go up? All
It
right.
doesn't make for
Also I fold.
So, for some reason,
Doing rolls.
when I put down your token, it's Arivia's.
I'm Olivia.
Annoying.
It's
So,
fine. It's fine.
I'll just put one of you guys down here, just to
He's
represent.
too
your-
pure. He's the one thing that Strahd hasn't cursed.
Or the system.
So of course, as you move up the elevator, you arrive in a room that shows signs of recent habitation. And although the place reeks of mold and mildew, you see it has plenty of creature comforts. There's a cozy bed, there's a desk with a matching chair, there are bright tapestries and a large iron stove with plenty of wood to feed it. You see that light enters through arrow slits as well as through dirt-caked windows with broken shutters. You see that other features of the room include a standing suit of armor and a wooden chest. There are old wooden rafters that bend under the weight of the tower roof, which have somehow remained intact. And you see that mounted on the rafters are pulleys around which iron chains that support the tower's elevator platform are located around the side.
Oh no, not you too.
As Esmeralda and you arrive at the top of the tower, you see Rictavio is just standing there. He's just looking. Now, calm down. You see he's not looking at either of you. He's looking at the...
Oh no.
20 feet! Oh my god.
Remember,
He looks a whole lot bigger when the screen's not zoomed out.
remember, that's not how much space it actually takes
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
That's just...
It's just a long tiger.
That's insane.
It's like two people standing.
You see
next
he's
to it.
just standing next to it, and he's like, calm down now. And you see Esmeralda's like, what in the blazes? And then it just... it jumps on her, and it just... And he's like, stop, hold on. And he's just, down now, boy, down. I told you, calm down. And you see he's dangling an apple. He's like, calm down. She's not a bad one. He's just,
Get it off of her.
what's going on here? And you see, he starts petting it. Yes, calm down now. It's just sort of takes it with its paw. Actually, it's not an apple. That's what he uses for his horses. It's just a big steak.
Okay,
It's actually a cut piece. It's a cut piece of a steak. And it's
He
just
cut
like-
it in the shape of an apple.
Sorry, I got confused. Sorry, bad. I'm bad.
I was like vegetarian.
It starts munching on the meat.
Tiny ass lion.
He's just looking over. You see Rictavio in full regalia, the large hat, sort of rings around his fingers, and he's just looking, and he just has this look of surprise on him. He's just like, and then that surprise sort of instantly turns to disappointment and resignation, and he's just. No, that's not good. And you see Esmeralda gets up. Can my friends come up now, please? Your saber-toothed tiger isn't going to attack them, is it? He's like, bring them up. You see, eventually,
Oh, they're
after a little bit of time, you all sort of come up in here.
Have I met him yet? No.
No, you haven't.
Yeah, you haven't, yeah.
I do not know why your token is doing this. I apologize.
It's fine.
Don't.
So there's gonna be two Arabias.
So,
Yeah.
packed
I'm
in here,
cosplaying you.
packed
You're just
in
that
here,
good.
the tiger. Here. You see, as you all sort of arrive, he sort of sits in the chair as he pulls it up. So, you got my letter?
No.
Not exactly.
No.
What are the chances of that? Stumble across Esmeralda de Avenir before you found my letter.
Pretty high.
Well, as you see, he just sort of, well, before she sort of sits down on the bed. What's this? Why do you look like this? Oh, Rictavio? Are you kidding? Really? He says, well, the best place to hide is in plain sight, wouldn't you say? And she says, come on, show them. Show them. And she says, if you insist. And he sort of takes off the hat, and as he does so, his form begins to shimmer.
He's going to have been a Bastani the whole time.
You see his form begins to shiver.
Or he's just bald.
I don't think you should disguise anymore.
Just the SpongeBob scene.
What is that?
I love him.
What?
Bald.
I love him so much.
You see an old man. He has a large sort of, it's not a trench coat because those don't exist, but it's kind of akin to that, and sort of a leather coat with a button-down shirt below it. You see he has sort of a wooden cane that he takes, and the hat, he sort of sets it to the side on the desk. You see he has large spectacles on, sharp nose, hair that's back and white. You see he just has this very stern, these very dark eyes, almost like very a crimson green beneath the spectacles as he sort of straightens them on his head. He sort of gets up.
You're old.
That hat makes you younger.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
It's still good to see you.
Of course. You should know my name is not Rictavio. My name is Rudolph van Ricten.
What?
Wait a minute.
Hiatus is going to do that for a little bit. Like,
Yeah, no. Audrey audibly says, "What?"
wait, no, we don't know that.
Oh. Okay.
Sorry. No, we won't.
No,
What?
Yeah. No, he's actually correct.
Yeah, we don't know that.
We don't know that.
You
Only-
three.
Okay. I thought we did.
Or did you tell
Once
us?
you guys were
That's
free
true,
from
'cause
your
the charm
charm,
wore
you
off.
told them.
Yeah, I
Oh
told.
yeah.
I said.
Yeah, so we all know. Yeah.
You all know that. He says, "Oh, so you've heard of me?"
Oh,
We
why'd
have.
you tell me this?
Oh, that's true.
Well, that's not like he could have known.
That's true.
That's fair.
So
Oh.
Esmeralda sits back.
This guy.
There you are, you old geezer.
Hey, that's not very nice. Oh, him. I see.
Yeah.
I promise you, he doesn't mind.
That's what I thought it was. I didn't know it was that.
I thought she was talking to my young self.
What?
So you were disguising.
Yes, I was. And once that disguise was blown, I had to flee Valaki. My wagon was burned down. After everything that happened with my dear saber-toothed tiger here occurred, I knew that it was not safe in Valaki any longer. My disguise may still have worked, but with Lady Walker's good followers around and the Vistani up inside every corner of that place, I needed to take flight. This place, Esmeralda, was my sanctuary in Barovia before you took up refuge here. And she says, "What can I say, Van Ricten? I knew you'd hide out here. It's a Van Ricten type spot. Well, I see you still have that tongue." You see, Esmeralda leans forward. He already introduced himself, but this is Rudolph van Ricten, one of the most famed monster hunters in all of the Mists.
I see.
He's my mentor. Or at least he was my mentor.
But the only reason to hide your person is if that person was worth hiding. Why hide your old personality? Why hide who you were? Identity. What did you do that would make you want to be hidden?
Come now, use that head of yours. You're all just like me. Surely you've got some wisdom in there. The most famed monster hunter, at least as Esmeralda puts it. What other reason would I be here in Barovia?
Yeah, fair enough.
To get the
You're hunting
biggest
the
monster
monster.
of all.
Yeah.
How did you know about you?
And you see Esmeralda leans forward. I can't believe it, Van Ricten. You're really here. Hunting him. The greatest vampire known in the lands. Strahd garbage. Yes, I'm here to hunt Strahd, but not in the way that you might think. I have reason to believe that Strahd goes into what we could call a hibernation. Every couple hundred years, when his realm is silent, he goes quiet. You see, the thing about Strahd is that he's not like other vampires. Other vampires, they sleep during the day and are out and about during the night, but Strahd, he never sleeps, he never rests. And I thought to myself, surely he has to be vulnerable at some point in time. And I was right. I have reason, concrete reason to believe, my own personal anecdotal reason to believe that Strahd rests. That's why I'm here to Barovia. You think a man like me could take on Strahd in full frontal confrontation? That would be insane. No. Instead, I came here to wait until Strahd's realm went silent again. When could that be? It could be a week, it could be a month, it could be be a year, it could be 2, 3, 4, 5. It could be when I'm already long dead and in the grave, but I'm willing to take that risk. I am an old man. I think it's fitting for this to be my final hunt. The greatest vampire of them all.
Well said.
It's very noble.
But you all, you didn't tell me much about yourselves when I was in the guise of Ricten. Why are you here, Barovia?
I suppose for similar reasons.
For similar reasons. You came here to kill Strahd von Zarovich,
We
that's your
didn't
reason?
come
We
here
were-
willingly.
Exactly.
We were brought here by Vistani to free Strahd from a curse. We don't know how, but
Now our goals are aligned, I'd say, but
To free Strahd from the curse. You wouldn't happen to have interacted with one man Eva when you came into this land, would you?
actually, yeah.
The very one.
Jinx.
You should know that what Madame Eva puts at the front of a wise woman. In reality, she's just as power hungry as Strahd, the other Vistani. She set you on this path, and she did it for a reason. Whatever that reason might be, even it's beyond me. All I know is that freeing Strahd from the curse, bollocks.
Yeah.
I see.
Sure. Yeah.
Well then, I suppose we're here to kill Strahd then.
Well, now, yeah.
Now you're here to kill Strahd. And he's sort of just now registering it. He's been mainly focusing on Esmeralda. He sort of leans in, gods.
Here, I'll actually like move over to him so he can see.
How did that come about, Hiatus? Those beautiful purple eyes of yours. One of them's gone.
Yes. It was him. Ripped it from my skull.
More like plucked it.
Goodness.
Like a berry.
Well, from everything you told me in Vallaki, it would seem you have reason enough to be enemies of Strahd. And of course, that makes you my ally. The less people who knew about my true visage, the better. When things went kaput in Vallaki, I was forced to travel here, and then of course, you were coming, Esmeralda. So, the secret's out. No use keeping any secrets anymore. But, as I noticed, when I revealed my name, you seem to be aware of me. What's the reason for that?
Well, we found out. We'll tell you everything, it's a long story. But we did find out that we're not the only ones who know that you're here, maybe. Strahd knows your name.
Well, of course he knows my name. If he was asking you about it,
Yeah.
applying his charm, I assume, to figure it out.
Yes.
I should consider it lucky you hadn't read my letter until then.
Very.
Very.
Well, I didn't reveal myself in that letter, so you wouldn't have known it was me, but... Wow. So he knows I'm here. I assumed as such, that's why I was disguised. And he's out looking for me. You should know that if Strahd learns I'm here, he will personally come and execute me.
Well,
I wish I didn't know your name.
yes,
I was gonna say-
kind of wish I forgot what you called, who you were.
It matters
They're
not.
popping up randomly too.
Listen. You were gone for quite some time. You wouldn't care to tell me what you've been doing? Since Vallaki went...
Can we just explain what we've done?
What he's been doing.
Yeah.
You went to Castle Ravenloft.
We did.
Yeah.
Upon royal invitation?
Yeah.
And where is Irina?
Kresk.
Kresk.
Safely in Kresk. As safe as you can be.
No. Nowhere is safe in Barovia. That girl is being chased by Strahd, and for as long as Strahd remains, she will not be safe. You understand that, right? Kresk is not a safe place.
Of course.
Especially with the Abbey of St. Markovia looming over it like a shadow. The only reason Strahd hasn't taken Irina is likely because he's planning something much bigger. I promise you, Strahd is just as much a showman as he is a monster. Now, listen to me. You went to Castle Ravenloft. Explored it, I assume. I'm guessing that's where Cypher met their end.
Unfortunately.
That's right.
Well then, we introduced ourselves already, but I'm glad to see you found another ally. You see that Esmeralda is just sort of leaning back, watching the conversation play out. If you make to kill the vampire, I can tell you now you're not ready. But I can give you a few valuable pieces of information that might help you. And I can explain right here and right now that during your trials in Barovia, I cannot help you. I must remain here, surveying this place, making sure that I am as protected as I can in case Strahd does learn my true whereabouts. Another thing I would like to ask, though. You speak of the Wizard of Wines and the Martikals. You wouldn't happen to know anything about them, would you? You see, the reason I was in Philaki, I was investigating them. If you've grown close with them, have you discovered anything peculiar about their kind?
Above table for a second?
No, I mean, no.
Not yet,
The
right?
answer's
right?
no.
Not yet.
Oh.
Or I mean, like, not,
same way-
not what we say. I'm saying for us. Let's.
Well,
not
that's what
tell
I'm
them.
saying is that if we weren't going to give Strahd the information, we're not going to give it to him. We were
Yeah.
charmed by him, and we still kept the secret.
We would need to see like a really good reason.
Yeah,
Like this is a good reason, but like
The same way they'd need to see a good reason to tell us, we'd need a good reason to tell him. So, you can say no.
Huh?
you have the highest stat for saying no.
I can't. Look, every time I've lied at this fucking table, I've rolled a 2.
I don't think I can lie about this.
Oh,
I'm not
right.
a liar. I'm a paladin bound by my word.
You are the worst charisma person on this
I can't
table.
freaking lie! It's against my fate.
Okay, well, does anybody have something above a minus? Because
I think
For
I'm
what?
a flat zero.
For deception.
I'm at a fat 0.
I'm at a -1. What about you for deception?
Oh,
And my thing would
I think I minus 1. Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
We're all awful at lying.
You see that while this happens, Van Ricten sort of walks up to Esmeralda.
Yeah,
You see he
Esmeralda.
reaches his hands out. You're hurt. And this magic shimmers from his hand.
Anybody got inspiration?
I do.
Sorry, go on.
No, he just
Oh, okay, he healed.
he healed Esmeralda.
What a good mentor.
I do.
Out with it.
Huh?
Sounds like it's one of you guys.
Well, anything odd about them? I'd say they've been the target of many odd creatures for sure. For example, the Wizard of Wines has been assailed by scarecrows and
She's looking everywhere.
even druids. We had to clear that infestation out before we even got to see the interior.
Of course. And you did it to secure the wine, correct?
Correct. Of which is now flowing once more.
It must be.
Or at least one of them. The
From Great.
purple grape
Lesser
mash.
of the 3.
Roll a deception check.
I didn't lie!
No. Roll a deception check.
I mean, you're kind of swaying away from the
It's
actual.
called Lies of Omission.
That line by
Holy!
Shut up, all of you!
Amy's
You're on my
cooking.
side here!
Nah, we on Amy's
I know,
side.
but I'm giving
No,
you the reason why
Amy's
he's making you
side.
do
Wait,
that.
wait.
Oh,
Turtle
no,
die,
turtle die.
you've been sleeping long enough.
Do you have inspiration, by the way? Why did you? Okay.
Why did I what, Jasper?
Didn't you have inspiration? You have 0.
Yeah, but
You could have talked.
I was about
Can I have
to.
guidance for this?
Yeah, just actively be like, oh yeah, recalling.
Yeah, yeah,
wait, one
whatever.
second.
You just
Fucking 7.
You see he just raises his eyebrow. Truthfully, after everything, you'd keep secrets from me?
Oh. Honestly, guys, I think we should tell.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
well,
think-
now we should.
Eh,
If we want real
Fair.
allies.
Fair enough.
Guys, I'm sorry.
I
What's
have
your
a strict
understanding?
I have a strict policy against sharing secrets that aren't my own, but you seem to be of a trustworthy sort, for sure. The Martikovs have trusted us with something that is absurdly secret. Something that you, I'm sure, are well aware should not be sharing to anybody.
Well, are they or are they not were-ravens?
Well, plain and simple.
Greatest monster hunter
Yes.
ever. So
Yeah.
Here.
I just wanted confirmation. If you've gotten close to them, I thought that they might have told you. It seems I was correct. If we're going to form a relationship here, it needs to be built on a foundation of trust. Esmeralda has told you, I am, despite how much I despise the name, the most famous monster hunter in the mists. If you want the pieces of information I have to offer, I would recommend you be forthright yourself.
I apologize.
Thank you. You should know that I have nothing against the Montecarps. In fact, I believe they're an invaluable ally in Barovia, and it's a very good thing that you've ingratiated yourselves amongst them. Their services may come in handy. You should protect them, continue to foster that alliance. And it's a shame that Davian is dead. From what you tell me, he seemed like a good man.
He was.
Yes, she was.
And you say that leadership of the Keepers has fallen to Adrian Montecarp?
Yeah, sure.
Well, I suppose you should speak to him if you'd like to learn more. But every ally you can find in this place is worth it. If it comes to any kind of final confrontation with Strahd Zarovich, you will need every bit you can get, every scrape of an advantage you can have against the vampire, because I guarantee you, he spent over 400 years fostering alliances, forming minions, and gathering allies, either willingly or unwillingly, in this place. If you want to have any chance of taking him down, you will need everything. Do you understand that? Everything.
Mm-hmm.
Seems as much.
Well, then I'm good we're on the same page. There's more to discuss. First of all, despite the fact that you lost an ally, it's good that you made your way into Castle Ravenloft. And it's even better that you managed to escape. You should have seen and taken note of things while you were in that castle.
We did.
We did.
We're quite... It's quite hard to forget what we saw in that castle, but we didn't get to explore as much as we'd like.
Well,
Just a little bit of, just a small bit of exploring was able to completely wind us all.
of course. If Strahd wished you dead, he would be dead. It's as simple as that. But I'm sure you can imagine a man who has lived for as long as Strahd has in this place.
Excuse you.
Well, Esmeralda knows, and I know as well, Barovia is a place of horrible legend. Strahd brings adventurers into this place, sees them as his entertainment, toys with them, and eventually breaks them. You're just the most recent on that list. It's a shame. I wonder if you'll be different. Regardless, here's what I'll tell you. Strahd has many allies throughout this place, allies that I've heard about. The werewolves of Barovia are under his thumb. Babalai Saga, the crooked hag in Berez. I'm sure she's related to him somehow. The Vestani, of course, and the abbot in the Abbey of St. Markovia. I have good reason to believe he is has some sort of allegiance with Strahd. I'm not sure of what type. There are plenty others that I probably do not know about, not even mentioning every single thing that Strahd has at his disposal in Castle Ravenloft. If you expect for a minute that Strahd will fight you to the death outside of Castle Ravenloft, I'm sorry, but we're clearly not of equal caliber here. Listen, if you wish to kill the vampire, it's going to be in his home. There's no other way he'll have it. Of course, that means that the more you know about Castle Ravenloft, the more you are familiar with its endless labyrinthine hallways, the better a chance you stand. That place is riddled with traps. I promise you, I've been there. I know it. I escaped to tell the tale.
So would you recommend returning?
Not without good reason, and not without ample preparation, and not without a way out. If you fight Strahd while lost within the labyrinth of Castle Ravenloft, you're going to be at a severe disadvantage. That man has lived in that castle for centuries. He built the damn thing. You best know he's completely and utterly knowledgeable of every nook and cranny, every single secret, and every single trap he has laid out to catch unwitting adventurers like you. I'm sure when you were in there, you probably fell into some yourself.
Several.
Have you got any paper or something?
No. I explored that place years ago, and I suspect Strahd has changed the layout, added new things, created new traps.
We don't need paper. I can, my magical quill lets me write and erase on any surface.
Oh, do I have?
like the
I just want to give
I
him
could
a
just write on-
surface he can have.
Oh, I was gonna say I could write on the floor.
What are you giving it to him for?
I don't think he could give us information. I think that's what he's saying.
It was more just for him to have.
Oh.
I was just gonna, for flavor, give him a good map, as best I could, of the castle,
Oh, I see.
of what we know.
Oh.
Well, I have parchment.
I will ask you if you want to produce an accurate map of the castle that you have seen. You'll have to make a history check.
Oh, you have the parchment and the quill and the history.
Yeah, I have
And
parchment.
probably be proficient in calligrapher supplies.
I think I'm also that exact
Really?
thing. Let me
Really?
see. Proficiency, calligrapher surprise is the only thing I'm proficient in tools-wise.
Do you have the parchment and the ink?
I have parchment and my magical quill. It will stay permanent ink until I erase it on anything. I could write on a rock if I want, and that's all I do actually. So you see me get out like a weird ethereal-looking chisel, and I just kind of shake it a little bit, and it turns into a quill.
Let's see if you get this roll.
Yeah, I can't wait to see this +7 turn into a fucking 2.
Yeah, I sort of go behind you. I'm just and seeing you're about to try and draw. Just be like, oh, come on, you got this. You're
that
good at memory.
guidance?
Yep, and I cast guidance on you.
Okay.
You have best memory of us.
25.
Woo!
All right.
You know it.
Able to produce a parchment map detailing the sections of Castle Ravenloft that you've been to, and nothing more.
All right.
And the traps.
Yep. Everything to the best of my ability that I can detail in a very. I mean, it's calligrapher supply, so I can be very dedicated and proper with the shapes. So
Dedicated.
dedicated map.
Okay.
Yep. That's about all she wrote.
So next time you go to Castle Ravenloft, you're gonna have to make that map yourself. If you go to Castle Ravenloft, you will have to physically make that map.
Okay. Why? Wait. What do you mean?
What I'm saying is that this is based off of your memory. That's also your memory.
Okay.
So if you want to make this map, be my guest. On physical pen and paper.
Okay.
And as you explore the castle.
Oh, you're saying if I want to be looking at the map again, I can't just be like, do I remember? I'd have to be looking at a paper. I don't quite get the point you're trying to get across, but
if you want to actually have this map to use in this game, you will have to actually make the map. I'm not going to make it for you.
Yeah, that makes sense.
going
In
forward.
real life.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Like Zane is gonna have to be drawing this
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
map. Oh shit!
As you go through the castle, you're going to have to make a map.
That's fine.
Okay. Well, looks like Zane's gonna have to study calligrapher supplies.
So, he says, that's a good idea. I'm surprised you weren't already doing it. Go through the castle, make a map. Every little trap you find, every nook, secret, chart it, record it. Use that to your best ability.
Yeah. Now all we need is a reason to go back. But
Well, I'll give you a reason. Firstly, Castle Ravenloft is the tomb of many nobles, many aristocrats, many adventurers, many powerful individuals who have met their end either by the hands of the vampire himself, his minions, or his traps. Those who have been slain there, some entombed within the dungeons of Castle Ravenloft. Not the dungeons, he says the catacombs of Castle Ravenloft.
excuse me.
Entombed within the catacombs of Castle Ravenloft. That place is home and houses many powerful magical items. At least I can guarantee you that.
Oh yes.
And of course,
I show him my skull mace.
I stand.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, it's a dangerous game, plundering from the man you plan to kill, using his own treasure against him. But you must also understand that Strahd himself is a busy man. If you make well, prepare, I can't, and I wouldn't, ever guarantee that you won't draw the ire of Strahd. But that place is ripe for the picking.
Alright.
Magical power is motivation enough. Of course, if there's anything else that motivates you to go back to that castle. What I mean to say is, if you think you're not going to go back there in between now and Strahd's demise, his hopeful demise, you're wrong.
Alright. Well, It's a fair point.
At least, I hope so. If you plan to survive.
Wouldn't he know if we're there?
Of course you will.
Why wouldn't he just kill us?
The same reason he didn't kill us before. But
I am not a toy to Strahd. I'm just an old geezer come to arrogantly think he can kill him. To all of you, you're toys. Strahd isn't going to kill you yet, at least I hope not. Anger him, though. Disrespect him. You may face his wrath. Steal from him and make it obvious. You may face his wrath. But entertain the man, and he might just keep you alive. Leave you off with taking an eye, a finger, an arm, but surely it's better that than taking your life.
entertain.
And of course, ultimately, your survival is up to you. And as I said, I can't travel with you. I cannot help you. At least, not physically. With information, though, very much. Another thing, as I explained before, Strahd has minions. People on his side throughout Barovia. I can guarantee you, if you march up to Castle Ravenloft screaming death to Strahd, the first thing he's going to do is sound the horn, gather his allies. You know Strahd was a commander in his previous life. He commanded armies. They surged through this place, razed villages, destroyed towns, took this place with an iron fist. Strahd is a master tactician and a brilliant strategist with access to magical power beyond the capabilities of most vampires. You need to think on his level, and you need to exact death upon any ally of Strahd you can. Keep in mind, the more you explore Castle Ravenloft, the more minions of his you find. The more you thin out his forces, the less options he has, the less fodder he can place in between you and him. And of course, the more traps you find, but you already know that.
Yes, but also the more reason he has to see us less as toys and more as trash.
Well, here's what I'll say regarding that. There will come a time when Strahd will no longer be a host, or a tyrant, or a gracious, giving man. There will come a time, likely soon, when you will cross a line. Maybe you've already crossed it, I don't know, but it seems not, considering the fact that you're still alive. You're likely to cross a line just as I have, and once you cross that line, Strahd will become a monster. More of a monster to you than he is now. He will not hesitate. But hopefully by then, you'll have found ways to stop him. Found ways to protect yourselves. Found ways to survive. Hopefully, by the time you kill the bastard, his arrogance will have gotten in the way of him realizing you're a true threat.
Alright.
But up until then, up until that point, and I pray to the gods you take heed to these words, play the fool, play the entertainment, feed into him. Feed into him, the master of Barovia, the count of Castle Ravenloft. Be the toys until you become the axe.
I like it. Well, many people underestimated my intelligence to begin with. Quite the kooky old man.
I'll come over and pat you on the shoulder. Don't say that.
Well,
He's smart.
it sounds like it's going to be to our benefit.
I hope you take these words seriously. If you wish to kill the vampire, follow them. Follow them closely. Information is power. Strahd is a commander. So take out his army. Strahd has magic. Steal it. Strahd thinks you toys. Played a part, just as I did, as Ricten, hiding in plain sight. Sometimes the best way to outsmart your enemy is to do something so profoundly stupid they would never expect it from you. Rudolph van Ricten, it's ridiculous. But
Yeah,
it worked, my friend. It worked because how dumb would I have to be to do something like that?
There's a bit of an obvious one, huh?
Does work, doesn't it?
Now listen. One more thing to discuss. Of course, do not speak of this to anybody. I have a scroll. It is a scroll that, in all truth, I now feel inclined to say for you, Esmeralda. And she sort of,
Her?
and he sort of pulls into one of the cupboards. This is a scroll of Ray's dead. You must understand that any who have been dead no longer than 10 days, if their soul is willing and at liberty to rejoin with their body, can be brought back to life with this magical scroll. If you really value your friend's life, I can give it to you. But they died in Castle Ravenloft. What I mean to say is that they're likely in the clutches of Strahd. Ray's Dead has its limits. It doesn't remove magical diseases, curses, but it does close all mortal wounds. It won't restore missing body parts. So, if they're lacking any necessary organs for survival, this scroll cannot help. Did you tell me their body was burned?
Yes.
As long as nothing else has been done to it, there is the potential for revival. Listen to me. I'm going to keep this scroll. If you find your friend's body and see that it is capable of revival, come to me and we can discuss it further. But for now, this scroll is mine, and I will save it in the case of any of your other eventual deaths.
Thank you for showing that.
Thank you.
Of course, I'm trusting you with this. Do you understand that?
Yes, of course.
That trust is mutual.
Absolutely.
No more secrets, no more lies.
My apologies.
And remember, every ally counts. The keepers, anyone else you can find. Esmeralda, and she says, "You have my blade. I still owe you a debt. If you wish to call it in, be my guest. I'm out and about Barovia, conducting my own investigations. But if you have anything urgent that you need my help with, you have my blade and my axe and my magic.
Okay.
And of course, she sort of looks at all of you. When the time comes to kill this son of a bitch, I'll be there."
Yeah! Use the cue.
Now, Rictavia says, "You're welcome to rest here. Lay out your bedrolls, unless you have other business to
Oh,
attend
thank
to.
God. I mean,
I've got questions.
Ask."
He'll just come over. There's not really a chair to pull up, so he'll just
Sit on the floor.
get within speaking range. So, I mean, I'm sure we've told him a lot, but just to disclose, see what he thinks. Have you heard of the Amber Temple?
How have you heard of the Amber Temple?
God, I
The
always
Dusk
forget his name. Casimir. We've met a man, the Dusk Elves, if you've seen them.
Casimir Velikov?
Casimir. He's entrusted this with us. The Amber Temple.
Entrusted you might not be the right word. From what I hear about the Dusk Elves, they have reason to be enemies of Strahd, but
They do.
also quite a reason to be deathly afraid of him. What I mean is that Casimir might not be as forthright as you think he is.
No. But if he has a map, I'll gesture so I can show him. Or I guess we'll just show him on our own so he can see. It'll be around here. He did tell us kind of where the general area is. It'll be around here. He believes it
The heights
could
of Mount Caucasus.
have something to do
with how he got his curse.
I think you might be right. Casimir Velikov has been alive, if he's a dusk elf, that is, for hundreds of years, likely before Strahd took this place, this Amber Temple, which I know very little of. You're correct in assuming that it might hold some kind of secret to Strahd's demise. Strahd's story is enigmatic, shrouded in mystery. You must learn it yourself to truly understand your enemy. His past might be just as valuable as his present, and I suspect some of that might lie in the Amber Temple. But I guarantee you, if it does, it is probably highly protected. Strahd surely knows about it, of course. Assume that about everything in Barovia. But if he does, then gods know what could be in there. Regardless, it might be beyond your capabilities at this point.
Yeah, we thought as much.
Yeah.
Of course, keep in mind that getting to the damn place, moving up through Mount Gokis, I believe that's Selenka Pass right there, could be just as much a trial. And keep in mind the cold.
Oh, correct.
The only other thing we've
I'm
really
built for
seen...
tropical weather.
The only other thing we've seen besides Irina that has put a shock on his face, I'd even go as far as to say fear, if you remember.
I've never seen a man's lip quiver so uncertainly.
A weapon that we found in his castle that he unfortunately took off of me.
Speak, what is it?
A sword made of sunlight, we may think.
How do you know about this weapon?
It was in a fortune of ours. It was only a hilt.
Mm-hmm.
We had
And you
reason
see
to believe
Esmeralda
that.
sort of looks for a fortune,
Yes.
read by Madame Eva, I presume.
Yes, indeed.
Yes.
And you see she sort of pulls out this Taraka deck. I have a Taraka deck at my own. But did you know? My cards don't contain the magic that she does. Her fortunes are legitimate. They're real. She truly is an oracle. I take those fortunes into account. She already are.
There we are. Fortunately, that fortune is how we found the hilt of the sword that we believe to be the blade of sunlight.
Good job.
The fortune's
And
now
then-
changed. Once he found us, I'll briefly explain what happened.
What's the fortune now?
This is a card of power and strength. It tells of a weapon of vengeance. It lies in the womb of darkness, the devil's lair, the one place to which he must return.
Oh.
Possibly the most dangerous place in Ravenloft, from my assumption. Strahd's domain. Strahd's quarters.
What are his quarters? You see Esmeralda sort of leans in. There's almost like this face of like
Giddiness.
giddiness, like she's testing you. What would that be?
I don't think we found that.
His tomb! Come on, guys, his tomb!
I was gonna say that.
Yeah, Real Carson Burris is like, I wasn't gonna say bedroom.
It's kind of also like just leaning in like.
The one place to which he must return. A vampire's coffin. Of course, where do you think that might be? In the catacombs of Ravenloft. The most dangerous bloody place in that castle.
I see, so
Of
naturally.
course he would take it there.
But that implies he's most afraid of it.
Well, if he's afraid of it, you put it right next to his bed.
Indeed.
Now listen.
It's nightlight.
No. We joke, we jest, but in truth, the catacombs are truly some of the most dangerous places in any castle, especially Ravenloft.
Yes.
Strahd putting that sword close to him, close to his breast, right next to him. There's no mistake. He might have it trapped as well. Be on the lookout and be prepared.
We can figure as much.
But, and you see, Van Ricten leans forward. But if what you say is true, and he truly was afraid of that weapon, you must get it. You must retrieve that sword.
Catacombs. Alright. Yeah, fucking awesome. Great.
I told
However-
you you'd have to head back to Ravenloft before the final confrontation, didn't I?
Yes, indeed.
Yep.
Well,
The womb of
That-
darkness.
that being said, there is one ace up our sleeve that Strahd does not know about.
Which is?
Also relating to the Taroka deck. Audred?
Oh yeah. She's gonna pull it out of her shirt.
About the mirror.
No.
No.
She's gonna pull the thing out of her shirt.
Van Ricten leans forward. Wow.
This one is described as a force of protection, a holy symbol.
It's good that you have this protected dearly. Do not let Strahd know you have it. If you do, he's likely to take it just as he did the sword.
Just gonna tuck it again.
That being said, perhaps you lot could make more sense of some of our other Taroka readings.
Explain.
Well, we're fairly certain we found one known as the Ghost in a fallen paladin. That's actually where Esmeralda found us.
Yeah.
However, there are two here that I'm a little uncertain of. One card tells of history. The ancients will help us better understand our enemy, which sounds quite related to this conversation.
It does.
Describes a woman hanging above a roaring fire. To find her, and you'll find the treasure. Yeah, I just have it written down.
That's your old fortune.
Tells of history. I have this three kneeling. Kneeling woman, rose of great beauty. Right, I wrote them both down. Rose of great beauty. Plucked too soon. The master of the marsh knows of who I speak.
Master of the marsh, you see Esmeralda speaks up.
Babala Saga, I assume.
It could be. Fortunes are fickle, I guarantee you. Madame Eva might be an oracle, but she doesn't know all. The master of the marsh could be Babala Saga, but it surely is related to the ruins of Perez. That place is a horrid marshland, created by none other than Strahd himself. It's also incredibly dangerous, so I'm sure you'll have a dandy time. Remember though, call in that favor. I can help you if you wish.
We'll keep that in mind. Now I'm quite interested in this hat of yours.
You see Van Ricten sort of, really, you are? Oh, you can't have it. And he sort of puts it back on, and he
He's
just sort
young.
of shimmers back into the form of Rictavia. And everyone's like, God, take it off.
I don't plan to take it. I'm just curious of its
Properties.
I suppose so. Properties, origins. Seems very interesting, and I'm quite one for knowledge.
It's quite simple, my friend. It allows me to cast a rudimentary spell known as Disguise Self.
Ah, I know that one well.
Yes.
Oh.
Quite useful when hiding amongst the masses.
Right then.
What do you think? Temple, fortunes.
Oh wait, I didn't tell him the last
Amulet.
fortune.
Yeah, I was about to say, I
There's
think there
the-
was another
the
one.
what?
There's
And
The
Neil?
person we left
The black guy in the catacombs.
The one who smiled
Ah.
died.
we were in the catacombs.
I think he's an enemy.
I think so too.
Yeah, he seemed pretty chill with us dying. We were in the catacombs.
Wait, what? Wait, no. He is an enemy.
Yeah, he smiled when we died.
Yeah, he smiled
Yeah,
and
you
laughed
saw
and
him
ran off.
smile at you
Yeah,
as
that's what I
That
said.
guy.
None of you have been to the catacombs. You
Okay.
made your way through the dungeons of Castle Ravenloft.
Thank you. Just checking. I guess I'll ask one about the last card because I forgot. This one. Sorry, one last thing. The last card they read was, "Enemy is a creature." Oof. The enemy is a creature of darkness. This card will lead you to him, and is known as the Tempter, a secret place, a vault of temptation hidden behind beauty. The evil waits in his tower. I'm not even sure what it's trying to lead us to.
Read it again, my friend.
The evil waits in his tower.
The first part.
Oh, enemy is a creature of darkness. This card will lead you to him. Obviously, lead us to him, but he's been out and about frequently.
I know not.
Suppose we'll
I know
figure
not
it
where
out.
that may be pointing to, but it relates to Strahd.
Something we'll have to look into further. But I must say, you lot have been very, very refreshing in terms of allies. It's very nice to have somebody on the same page here.
It's a pleasure. It's good to have allies in Barovia as well. In truth, I am visibly upset at my ruse being discovered, but ultimately, if it led to the formation of this alliance, I suppose it was necessary. Esmeralda, I still wish you hadn't have come here. This land is incredibly dangerous. You know you still have a chance to leave. Strahd's. The Vistani's freedom extends to you as well. You share their blood. And she says, I'm not leaving Van Ricten. I'm not leaving until Strahd is dead. You should. You should leave. And you see she's just angry. I'll be in my wagon in case any of you need me. Don't open the door.
Okay, yeah.
Just knock and I will exit.
All right.
Understand?
Of course.
Do not open the door.
Oh, we won't touch the door.
Promise.
Good.
Won't get in with the
No, we
business.
will yell for you.
That is good.
Yeah.
Now, adieu. And she sort of first floor.
All right. I suppose if we need her, we'll mage hand knock.
Or just yell her name.
You see Van Ricten sort of turns at his desk and he's just.
We apologize for the change in plans for you, son.
No, it's okay. You couldn't have known. And I couldn't have known that Esmeralda would follow me into this dreaded place. I should have known. She's so foolhardy. You know how she lost that leg?
Oh.
Wow.
Never mind, it's disrespectful of me for me to tell you like that. Ask yourself if you wish to know.
That sounds like something you can just ask someone.
If she starts talking about me, tell her to shut her mouth, because it's none of her business. At least it's none of your business.
I suppose we will. Well, yes, there is a certain level of openness that doesn't need to be had, I suppose.
I suppose.
Rest would be great for the night, if that's okay.
What time is it?
Just for the night.
Oh.
So whenever we want to rest, we can.
I'm saying,
It's just after noon.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
would we want to rest at noon?
Or
just
just the
we
night.
have somewhere to go back to.
I suppose so.
Okay.
If you have more questions, you may ask. If not, I would kindly ask you to leave me be. I have much to think about.
Of course.
Do you know?
Oh, is this a short rest? Sorry.
We could short.
Do you know anything about a beacon for
Oh yes,
the army of
Argynvost.
Yeah, Argynvost.
Sorry, I love this song.
I love this song too.
This is every time.
Beacon.
I love Fullmetal Alchemist.
You speak of Argynvost. I did ask Danica about that. She knew that it existed and spoke of the Order of the Silver Dragon, but all they knew was that it was destroyed a long time ago, and that Argynvost was a ruin. I'm sorry, but I know nothing of a beacon in particular.
That's fine.
And
Did you tell him about the skull, though? Have you told him about that?
the skull. Sorry.
Oh, yes.
Did you tell him everything you
Oh,
saw?
you know what?
Yeah,
Yes,
we told him everything.
We
And
detailed.
Argynvost told?
Yeah.
Hell, I drew it on the map.
you drew the skull.
I put little angry eyes on it. The skull?
The dragons.
The one that you
we
identified.
deduced
I
the dragon.
added some time because it would probably take a while to discuss all of that.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
The dragon. We could deduce that the dragon bones that we saw are the only dragon that have been in Barovia. The silver dragon. Of
Yeah, you
Which is
identified
the
it
head
as a
of the
silver
Paladin
dragon, right?
Order.
Yeah. So we saw in Argynvost that there was a missing silver dragon's bones, and we were like, oh.
So, you speak of a mausoleum you found at Argynvost. The dragon's bones were not interned.
Nothing.
And you also speak of a silver dragon's head deep in the larders of Castle Ravenloft. It may not be the case, but sometimes returning bones to their rightful resting place can have a profound effect.
I wanted to break them.
Oh.
I'm sorry. What did you just say?
We have to move the head back.
Does anybody know Tensor's floating disc?
Move
Wait.
the bones back. That's
Okay.
my
Alright.
educated guess. That sounds like a pretty good beacon.
That's actually that fucking better be worth it.
Well, we do
He's
gotta
like
go back.
all the way across the fucking
How are we
world.
gonna move that? Wait.
We'll just have to figure it out when
We'll
we
do
get
it.
there, I guess.
We'll do it. But now
Tiny item. Is that a spell?
To shrink.
I imagine that would be quite the ordeal.
I don't like thinking of doing
Yeah, and
To learn and large reduce.
yep.
I actually wait. I can learn that. Does that work on things? I thought it was just people.
I thought it was just creatures too.
I'll read it. One
That's
last.
just my best guess.
You're
That's a
genius.
It's a pretty
It's a really
fair
good
guess.
very educated guess. One last thing. I don't know if we plan to do it today, but
We need to save the people of Velocki. You saw what happened better than we did, frankly. We need to go back. And frankly, we are a bit stumped on as to what we should do.
Or what's happening.
First of all, what would you like to have happen? What's your end goal with Velocki?
To stop the suffering. I mean, we heard that people were being...
Firstly, my friend Iatus, you will never stop the suffering. Suffering permeates Barovia, but what you can do is lessen it. By a degree. Taking Lady Walker out of play would do that. But then you have to also ask yourself the question, who would step in? Velocki without a burgomaster. No other noble families are present. Lady Walker, as far as I recall, does have an heiress, a daughter. I think her name was Stella Walker. I'm not sure how fitting of a burgomaster she would make. And of course, Viktor Volokovich is dead. His wife is dead. And Vargas is dead. The Volokovich line is cut off. The Martikovs can't step up. They have their busyness in the winery, and they never take the position of burgomaster. They draw too much attention to them. What other noble families remain? Few.
Those of Kresk. Perhaps their bloodline would be willing to expand.
I know not much about Kresk. I have not been there during my time in Barovia, but I do highly doubt that a place as insular and walled and protected as that would be willing to expand.
Fair point.
They're probably more than concerned with their own well-being. Velocki is a much larger town than Kresk. It'd be like stepping into the stepping out from a lake into the ocean.
You haven't met anybody you think would be suitable?
Or perhaps have any idea of what could be done?
What could be done? What could be done?
Yep, we've been asking ourselves the same thing. They need help, but
Believe it or not, have any of you considered taking up the mantle of burgomaster?
What?
Well,
wait a minute.
Of course, I don't mean that literally. None of them would accept you as burgomaster, which may be a different version of you. A disguised version of you.
Yes. I have that.
It's just a thought. And it comes with its own risks. Of course, there's Stella Walker. You may wish to investigate her. She inherits the bloodline.
Yes.
Now, I know not about Stella Walker. I wouldn't recommend the title of burgomaster be passed down to either of Lady Walker's sons, Nikolai or Karl. I saw them plenty of times inside of the Blue Water Inn. They're dullards and drunks. They'll run that place into the ground. I think the people would probably burn them at the stake a few weeks into their title. But Stella Walker, I'm not sure. I've never met her. I've heard a tale that she's been interned in the Walker house on rumors of insanity.
I see, but
Sorry, Nevin. Are the brothers dead?
no.
No? Okay.
No.
I don't know
They're
why I
Lady, they're
thought.
Lady Walker's sons.
I don't know why I thought the tiger killed them. Okay, but
He says those two idiots were responsible for opening my bloody wagon and letting my tiger out. If it wasn't for them, I... Regardless. Ultimately, it's up to you.
okay. Food for thought, thank you.
Yes,
Of course.
appreciate it.
Well,
I can't express enough how nice it is to meet another fellow information gatherer.
Alright.
Even more refreshing finding out they're not young.
We're past our prime, my friend, but it doesn't mean we can't still make an impact in the world.
Well said.
Now listen to me.
you're only 40.
What I will make
Or whatever.
What I will make clear is that obviously,
It's like 800 internal years.
the longer Lady Walker stays in power, the more the people struggle. And the more some of the people, the good people in Velocki, are put under duress and under threat. I suspect it's not too long until Lady Walker's public burnings resume. That is, if they haven't already. I don't know. Keep in mind, though, that you are allies with the Keepers of the Feather. And from what you told me, I believe they still have some station in Vellucky. You should meet with them. In fact, I left my letter at the Blue Water Inn. They might have it. It's not much of any use anymore, but regardless, you may want to collect it and burn it for me.
Mm-hmm. On our list.
All right. Well, thank you very much. It's been a very productive 10 minutes.
I just got the
More like
weird,
30 minutes.
40 minutes.
I just got the
Productive.
weirdest deja vu when he said collect it and burn it. I had a real life fortune about this thing.
What do we do after?
Gotta get back.
Million gold or
Back
something.
to the back.
Okay. What are you all doing?
Well,
By rest, do you guys mean short rest?
no.
It was just when it comes to be nighttime, we can come back here.
I see.
I was about
Okay.
to say, do we want a short rest?
If you guys need it,
Because some of us are.
I could use a wild
little-
shape. I don't
some
have
of
any
us
more.
are a bit. Like I'm at about just above half.
Well, what are we gonna do?
I can get my spell slots back. Let's see.
Because we're
you
gonna,
guys.
we should probably do Vellucky after we long rest.
Yeah.
You have all of our stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's gonna take a while too. Because we want to like scatter it out. I'm sure first.
So, yeah. Should we start out now? No.
No,
could.
probably not.
If we could send one person in with disguise self.
That's really dangerous.
That's
It
kinda
is.
risky.
I think. What can we do in like 7 hours?
Let's see.
You could try exploring at least a little bit of Perez if we wanted to.
We could check out Crest. We could
Yeah.
try to
Oh.
do the Abbey thing.
Yeah, we could try to see the church.
I feel a little. I don't know why a regular village seems more scary to me than a haunted church.
Honestly, he seems kind of like a major threat now that he links him in
I was
specifically
gonna say,
with his
when
allies.
you mentioned him like that, I was like,
Like
wait a
Baba
minute.
Lysaga is
How-
an ally, and so is he.
I'm like, what the fuck? What do you mean he's on
And
terms
we
with?
got the woe fortune.
Yeah, so it might be a bad idea to go there. At least that's what I gather. If we do go there,
we
it's
could
going
also
to be
just
big.
ask him. He let us know that we're not ready for the Amber Temple.
I mean,
He
at
might
this
tell us
point,
for-
like, what things
Oh.
aren't big though?
Yeah, it's hard coming up with something.
Like
I mean,
outside.
we're
of just-
level 6.
Yeah, outside of doing basic like exploration, like maybe exploring Perez.
Everything out there has the possibility of killing us.
Yeah.
What all is on?
How far is Perez?
Also, I'll be honest.
An
That
hour.
was fast.
For some reason, I don't know what Perez is.
It was the marsh city area.
Oh,
where-
the marsh area? Is this?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's called Berets.
Yeah, towards where Baba Lysaga was.
So if we are here,
Yeah, that's a long time.
yeah, it's about the time it took us to get here. We're gonna do the same trip back and then go to Perez.
On horseback,
Yeah.
especially traveling through that area, it's about, on horseback, it is about an hour.
Okay. I'm going. You could do that.
Yeah, so you can summon your horse thing.
Yeah, I mean, looking at everything else.
Yeah, you can either summon your horse thing, or you can use a wild shape. And
BT
stuff
dubs.
like that.
Enlarge Reduce does work on objects.
Yeah, I knew that.
That's very cool. That's gonna be how we do it then.
You gotta just. All right, let's go.
God
Yeah.
forbid I put it in my pocket or something and like.
It'll turn a large object into a medium object.
Exactly.
Okay, so it'll
Yeah.
still be big. It's just.
How big
not-
is this white dragon?
Was that?
How big is a silver dragon in terms of size?
An adult silver dragon is a huge creature.
Okay, so
about
his
how
head
big
would
was
be
the skull?
large.
Yeah.
Then?
The skull, for the sake of simplicity, it is a large object, which means it takes up about 4 spaces. You probably need 4 able-bodied people just to lift it,
Yeah, and then if we
unless
reduce
they are like
it-
very strong.
And then if we reduce it, it'd be like somebody holding it over their head, like it's huge still.
Yeah, but you basically need a dedicated.
Could I
person
wear it
to-
as a shell once it's medium?
Sure,
Okay.
might be a little bit disrespectful. Though.
Oh, fair. Well, I'm thinking about where you could
Yeah.
put it without hands free.
At the very least, it'll
Some-
turn. Yeah.
Someone with a high enough strength could carry it, but of course you'll be carrying
A
with
big
both
skull.
hands,
Yeah.
a big skull, so you're half movement speed. In fact, I'd even go so far as to, with your dumbass, I'd even put you down to like 15 feet of movement, because that's just too much. I'm
But
sorry,
you
I didn't mean to
can-
call you that.
Yeah, but
Well, you're so
but
fast.
What is it? But you can enlarge.
She's as fast as a horse, dude.
I
It's
love
ridiculous.
that I reacted to him
Well,
saying
here's
that, like,
the
oh,
thing.
he's talking about me. And I looked
well, here's the funny thing about you
You're dumbass.
specifically is that your Goliath, so your carrying capacity is already doubled, and then when you enlarge, it's doubled
yeah?
again.
Oh
If you
yeah.
enlarge,
She can just put it in her pocket.
Yeah, if you enlarge and we reduce that, you're basically just like.
So it's a large. So it's essentially she's large. It's reduced. So we've tipped the scale so where she's holding it in her hand almost.
Well, I can only concentrate on it once.
She can enlarge herself.
Yeah, and
Oh, right, yeah, you can.
the base feature of
Thanks for all this candy all at
the base
once.
feature of Goliath is that their carrying capacity is already treated one
I
size
remember that.
larger. So right now you have a large carrying capacity.
Oh, so she'd have a huge carrying capacity
Yeah,
once
she
she's
enlarged.
large. Gotcha.
Yeah.
I like rocks.
Well, 2 months from now, when we're there.
Hey now.
Actually, it could not be that far.
I was gonna say it could be next week because they give us a lot of reason to want to go back now. With
Yeah, we need to
both
explore.
that idea,
can
which
get the
we don't know is going
bones.
to work, but that idea could work. And basically, if we're ever going back to Castle Strahd, we got to try to get a lot out of it. Castle Ravenloft. I'm sorry.
Castle
Nevin.
Hey, welcome to Castle Strahd.
What the fuck is it called, Ravenloft? There's nowhere else in this fucking whole map called Ravenloft.
Castle Strahd, everyone. Welcome.
He's the guy. He's the guy who owns it. Why isn't it called Castle Barovia or something?
I think it's a bathroom break moment.
Yeah, I'm stretching.
Oh, okay. Well, it's a bathroom break moment. So, talk about your plan.
Yeah,
Well, if he's going to the bathroom,
we
then yes, I
have
do.
Perez. We have Perez. We're saving Velaki until we're fully rested.
Do you guys think we're ready for Perez?
No.
I mean, here's the thing. Perez, keep in mind, Perez is different from Baba Light Saga. From what we know, Baba Light Saga isn't in Perez. At
We
least-
do know
I
that
think
she
look-
has eyes on the whole town.
Yeah.
We could also
we do
look
know
for
that.
for the last
I've been
gem.
trying to look around
Yeah.
That's
for
pretty
what you guys
far,
are
though.
talking
I mean-
about.
Where is
It's so lost.
Like
Look for
over
what?
here, isn't it?
I mean,
Like,
Where-
presumably
where-
it's in her
For Perez?
clutches, basically.
Where-
So
wine
she,
gem?
One of them.
yeah, one of them.
We learned through
Really? I
talking to
didn't know
people, the Mardukov
Remember,
people,
it was like,
that
the druids got one.
she's a hag
and the
that
druids are
Yeah,
looks
and they-
over
and
Perez.
then they
Drew's got one though. We
Okay,
got
yeah,
that back.
no,
Bad
Yeah,
guy.
and then the
And she has one of the
Mordecai
Wine Stones.
suspect Lady Baba Light Saga has one of them as well.
Okay. For some reason, you saying that got me. Look,
Yeah.
I made a scythe.
So
I think we're not ready for anything. We should just go to rest.
Yeah, can we all just like go sleep? Never fight again.
yeah, it's 12
Stay
o'clock.
here.
You know.
I ain't sleeping.
But yeah, I'm going to. I think it's probably relatively safe to say that Perez, while she has eyes on it, is still different from Baba Light Saga in terms of we won't exactly be like, oh, here's Perez, and she's just standing there with her arms crossed, like hello.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm not opposed to going. I gotta do something, man.
I'm glad you guys like Rudolph and Ricten.
He's freaking.
Yeah.
He's Bay Zed.
He's one of my favorite characters.
Seems like everyone's one of your favorite characters. He said nothing. That means it's true.
He has a literal source book on with his name plastered on it.
What's that big?
Are you laughing?
No.
There he is.
These
I
guys
did
should be
too. At some
good.
point.
There he is.
No, he's so cute.
Weird.
Dude, the second he popped up, I love this guy, and I love the way he talks.
He's really cute.
He is my favorite character so far.
I like his jacket.
I wanted to say that, but I didn't want to ruin the tension. Like above table, this guy is so fucking cool.
Yeah.
I hope he doesn't betray us. I'm gonna cry.
I doubt he's gonna betray
I
us.
doubt it.
He's gonna be like,
I
oh,
doubt
excuse me.
There's no reason.
Jared,
I'm
Devin.
reading.
Amy's
I didn't mean
reading!
it like that. I just meant you were reading notes.
Yeah,
You can read?
You've been attacking me a lot.
Oh my
today.
god, Amy's reading!
Where's
my
the
God.
dumbass thing?
You're not the dumbass he said you were.
I didn't mean dumbass because anything. I didn't think that's so fast. You got monk speed.
Whoa. Okay.
No, I will say that's crazy.
What? But you could run with a horse? Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was funny because yours like, "Amy, get my horse." I'm like, bro, I am the horse.
Yeah, I completely forgot.
Piggyback on me, and I still
I
have
was
the same
gonna say,
distance as you guys.
Like, you lost the druid ability, but you did not lose the ability to be a horse. You just don't have to do
You
anything.
could walk past the horse.
Okay.
Amy's gonna have that moment in
So you
Quicksilver
guys
if I
taking
haste
a short
her.
rest?
Yeah,
Yeah,
short
I feel
rest
like we
first.
should rest.
So that's an hour long.
Could you imagine
I think
if-
8 is probably gone by now.
Yeah,
It
probably.
is.
Yeah.
It's gone.
Have it.
Jared, could you imagine if
Imagine if
her
you
character got hasted?
Yeah,
Somebody
we were,
use it,
me and you at one point were talking about if I got hasted as Orpheus.
Yeah. And now, look at her.
Wouldn't that be funny if like we're at Ravenloft and he's like, You should check on Irina. You go.
Yeah,
Irina!
I haste her, and then she just like it's like the Quicksilver scene from X-Men. Just Nevin's laughing.
Okay. So go ahead and short rest. You all short rest successfully. This is a safe place.
Safe.
Should I get my? Should I get a third slot? Jared, what do you think? Do you think I should get a third slot back or a second and a first slot back?
What? You know you better than you. Me.
Well, which
What?
spells do you use a lot?
I don't know, daggone. Oh, nice. Full health.
Do you think I'll have a use for Major Image or Fireballs for the rest of the day?
Fireball?
Yeah.
Well, it seems to be proven that you will.
Okay, I'm gonna get that back. Have we short rested today?
Yeah, I think so.
So why am I missing three?
Remember, yeah, we have. Remember, this is still the same day we originally got chased.
Oh,
Yes.
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 That's true.
This is
Wow.
the second time we got chased.
How is it only noon?
Just take the thing with you.
We got up early.
I like that it doesn't matter.
Wait, what you guys get changed back?
the Sonic.
Remember, we went to the camp to try and talk to Casimir.
And I went, fuck you, you fucking dick.
Remember
You
that
killed your
today?
brother.
No, that's not today.
Was that
No,
not
we
today?
went to
Yes,
What did we do?
You slept at the Wizard of Wine.
yeah,
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Because the funeral.
What did we do?
But why am I missing
because
3
we
hit dice
hit
then?
the tree. Remember the tree freaking attacked us. We were at the druids thing, and then we went to the Wizard of Wines, and then we slept there, and now we're over here.
No, what happened is you guys haven't short rested, but you did use your short rest.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's
There
10
we
minutes.
go.
There
My
it is.
prayer, whatever.
Your prayer,
You're rare.
I know. I actually use it to make decisions.
Cat's meow.
Well, ain't you the cat's
I'm gonna text you
meow?
and start asking you to work on that thumbnail.
Oh yeah, please do, woman.
Jasper, I'm gonna text you and
Will
start
I
asking.
work on it? This is no Amy. This is
Jasper.
Oh.
Jasper, and I will text you to start asking you to work on Don't Swing That Way. Wait, audience spoilers.
Yeah, don't say it on stream.
Go ahead and just tell me when you guys are ready to continue.
I'm ready. Oh wait.
I'm ready up.
Yeah, I pressed the ready button.
I'm ready down.
Everyone,
Oh, okay.
hold up. She's different.
Nevin, if I ever asked you to send me one of these, would you be willing to?
Wait, I can lay on his.
Like one of these backgrounds and stuff, just in case I want to use it for reference. Because I really like the shape of that
You'll
tower.
be able to see all of them on the notes.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Get,
Bubblegum Saga.
Do you want food?
We have spaghetti in the frig.
Spaghetti.
Spaghetti!
Spaghetti.
Dude, you need to fucking calm down. What is your problem?
I do work the morning tomorrow as well.
Yeah.
Oh,
So sad.
Okay.
wait, don't
Are
you
you
guys
guys
have
ready?
lunch tomorrow?
Are we
No, we
good?
have dinner. It's after it's
Get
work.
it.
Is
4
everyone-
o'clock is not dinner.
Everyone
So-
pressing the ready button.
Yeah.
So, you lay down within the warm confines of the top of Van Richten's tower. Keep in mind that there is still the anti-magic aura, so if you want to cast any magical spells, you'll have to leave the tower. It's not... Oh, well, he would have had to do that for Cure Wounds. Actually. Is it inside the tower as well? We'll say that he helped Irina with his Cure Wounds. Or Esmeralda.
Irina.
Esmeralda!
She's here?
Esmeralda.
She spoiled it! She's actually in there as
There we
Irina!
go. But if you want to cast any magical, that'll be outside the tower. It's easy enough to exit, but just so you know. With that, after you successfully rest, you're in the afternoon in this characteristically dim and dull Barovian day. What are you guys doing?
Are there anything of interest on the other 2 floors?
Are you asking him?
Yeah.
There's 2
No.
floors.
Ah, fair enough. Well,
Let's leave.
match. We may see you yet again.
So you guys' mom message.
What'd she say?
She messaged me too.
Yeah, my phone's blowing up.
Never hates when you do that.
What?
So,
It's Amy too. Damn, she getting all over Bakersfield.
with that, you all leave the tower.
I'd say before we leave, I sort of pull Von Ricten to the side and just sort of just tell him, since we're all being forthright about not keeping secrets, and in case we don't, to not alarm you the next time we see each other, and I just basically
You're referring to your own.
yes.
Ooh.
And I try and tell him as much as I can about what I've personally figured out about my arm.
Have you felt any changes in mental state?
Not in the moment, no, but it does burn whenever I rest
Does
at
it
night.
feel like a fire burning?
Yes,
Which arm is it?
my right.
Yeah.
It's mirrors.
And you tell him about Isaac as well.
Yeah, I tell him pretty much everything I know about what I've been able to figure out.
Audrey's like covering his mouth, like, don't do it!
It's a shame to say this, my friend, but you may have inherited his curse, whatever it may be. Revenge is a powerful thing, and words uttered in the throes of death. Well, ask Esmeralda, as a Vistani. Vistana. She knows much about curses and their nature. I don't know how to say this, but whatever has cursed you, I can tell is powerful magic. Spiritual magic, not arcane magic. You wish to remove this curse, it'll take more than a simple incantation. You might have to remove it at its source, in one of two ways. Either whoever cast it, or the literal, physical source.
Been able to deduce that on my own, yes.
Good job,
She did.
but I am sorry. If you notice any drastic changes in mental status, I would suggest you be forthright with your companions about it so they know how to handle it. And it is possible that magic could suppress those emotions, but it won't remove them entirely.
What?
I'll keep your secret for you, though.
No, you
It's not
won't.
really a secret. Your allies there.
Yeah.
They're salty about it.
Yeah, we do.
We're missing a lot of rights.
Listen, if you do need any coaching in how to handle lost limbs, and especially recommendations on where to get prosthetics, ask Esmeralda.
Alright. I'll make sure to talk to her before we leave.
Good. Now, it's been a pleasure, but I truly do wish to be alone now.
Alright. First floor.
As you guys leave, this sort of saber-toothed tiger, which is sort of huddled in the corners, it sort of walks up to you, Hiatus.
Aww.
Yeah.
Adorable.
Yeah, like,
Nice
Little kitty.
If he,
It's a she.
if she's ever outside the tower, I'd love to talk to her.
Be my guest. In fact, honestly, I'm actually quite curious what she might have to say.
Oh my
Now that you
goodness.
mention it. You can't blame the curiosity of an old man, but don't expend too much magical power or time to worry yourself with it. She is still an animal, and a vicious one at that.
Another time.
Another time. I am running a little low on steaks, though, so if you do stop by Velocki, and the Blue Water Inn does happen to come back into full motion, make sure you get some of those steaks from Rowan for me. I need them.
Of course.
I don't think you understand. I need them.
We'll try our best.
Would we not be better off just hunting wolves ourselves?
You don't understand. Owen makes them a particular way, and I've trained her with those steaks. I need Owen's steaks. I'm not going to get into it.
Everyone's
If-
not working there anymore.
That's what I'm saying,
Oh.
my dear friend. If he does happen to start working there again, please inform me, because I need those steaks. If you don't know the difference between a good and bad steak, regardless, please,
Holy base.
take your way.
Dude, this guy's awesome.
Can we not just ask?
He just Hank Hilled us.
It is.
We asked them politely but firmly to leave.
Okay.
Bye bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Good luck, and good night. in case I don't see you again.
Good afternoon.
Good morning, good.
If we don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
Good afternoon. Good evening. Good night.
That's so sad.
And actually, before you leave, he says, and I assume Esmeralda has already showed you how to open the door. For the love of all that is holy, do not try and open it without conducting the proper movements.
We do it from the inside?
From the out,
Okay.
you can open it from the inside just fine.
All
Or just take the hole in the bloody wall. I need to patch that up. Regardless, good day.
Thank you.
Okay.
We should have it right down.
You all exit the tower, and you see, you actually hear sort of a thud from inside Esmeralda's trailer. Go ahead, actually. Let's see here. Hiatus and Soren, you're the only two who hear this. You hear sort of muffled.
What?
Yeah, did you hear it?
Yeah.
You hear her whisper. She doesn't whisper it from muffled from inside. You hear a, who does he think I am telling me to leave?
Yeah, I heard that.
What do you all do?
I'll go to the her wagon and I'll just sort of call her name.
Open the door.
It's real.
You forget.
How you doing?
That's so funny.
So you get, hold on, sort of muffled. Hold on a minute. And then you hear like a clacking sort of from underneath the wagon. You hear sort of, and then you just see she just rolls out from under it. What?
Oh, I sort of needed to. Ricten advised me to sort of talk to you about this situation, and I tell her sort of about.
Your arm?
Yes, it seems.
They all know.
Seems you guys are pretty sharp. Yes, my arm, and I sort of unravel my sleeve, and then I just sort of from the
If you don't
beginning.
mind.
Yeah, and as she's looking, I just sort of from the beginning explain everything.
Oh, gods. What did Van Ricten tell you?
Basically that whatever has cursed me, pretty powerful magic, not arcane in nature. What if I want to get rid of it? I either cut it at the source of who cursed me, or at the physical source.
The arm. At the shoulder, no doubt.
He also told me if I wanted to learn a bit more about where to get a good prosthetic.
Of course.
Yeah.
You know, losing a limb, it's not as easy as they make it out to be. I spent months learning how to walk with this. It's a miracle I can use it as well as I do now. And that's only because the engineer who made it is a bloody genius. Of course, he taught me a little bit, but not a lot. I'm sure that in the event you do have to cut off that arm, I could fashion you something, but I can't guarantee it'll be as nice. And she sort of takes her leg and just, that's mine. Do you know how I lost it?
No.
Oh, of course you don't. It doesn't matter.
You said yes.
Doesn't matter for me.
Yes, shut up.
When me and Van Ricten parted ways, I hunted monsters like there was no tomorrow. Werewolves in particular I despise. More so now that one of them took my leg. I was fighting a particularly ferocious one. And then it bit me. On the leg. I killed it, drove a silver sword right through its gullet, and it was dead. But the curse of lycanthropy, it remained. I could feel it surging through my leg. And I didn't even think, I just took that silver sword right out of its mouth and chopped off my leg. It hurt like hell. I nearly bit my teeth out because of how hard I was clenching my jaw. But I did it. Better that than to become a werewolf. Do not underestimate werewolf lycanthropy. Some people consider it a blessing. It's not. For good-hearted folk like me and you, it is nothing but a curse. if you wish to give yourself into bloodlust, then be my guest, but please don't. For your sake and ours.
Okay.
Don't mess around with werewolves.
Or maybe it just stands on my shoulder. Yeah, fucking suck.
Well, I'm sorry I couldn't help you more. I'm sure Van Ricten told you, though, that magic might be able to suppress it, but not cure it. Where do you head off, my friends?
Berries,
Perez,
for now. Scouting.
seeking the master of the marsh.
Hopefully not. Hopefully we can survey the land, and when we do go there, be a little more prepared.
That's a good plan. You'll need to. I don't know much about Perez, neither does Van Ricten. It's a cursed place. What we do know, and what you know, is that Baba Lysaga, a crooked hag, she patrols that area. It's hers, her domain. Be on alert, be aware, be on the lookout. I wish you good luck, and of course, should you need me, I will be at your assistance. I still need to fulfill that debt.
Thank you.
Good luck. And you see she sort of...
Jeez.
And actually, before she leaves, she reminds you, remember, don't open the door!
We won't.
You're making me want to.
Like, why? Why not?
I'm surprised none of us have asked why, but
Because she said it'd blow up.
her main goal.
Huh? I think you have to cut it
Okay.
off.
So,
I fear I will come to that.
Yes.
You can do it for
But
me.
if he cuts it off, he won't be all right.
with
It'll
that,
be all left.
are you guys confidently heading towards Perez?
I ain't
Oh,
confidently.
yay, wait a minute.
Hold up. You used that word.
You're heading towards Perez.
Yes.
It'll be 2 hours on foot.
I got my
Your
pony.
horse
Not
is
for
still
her.
there. Your horse is still there.
Okay, stretch out real fast. I got this.
Your horse is still there, which can take 2 of you.
You can
What the rest of
piggyback.
you doing?
Maybe one more horsey.
Let me see.
I'm
Can
going
you
to
do
say
it?
right now, it's really cool that you can run that fast, but over an extended period of time,
Yeah.
you'll still have to have a mount. You can't just be like, I'm going to go ahead of you guys.
You must stay.
You can do that for like a little bit, but at some point.
For running away, it's fine.
Yes.
But for long periods of
Yeah,
stamina,
I have a free
I'm not
ritual
that
today.
strong.
What if you could just
So
run around the entire
I'll bring up my
And then
fantasy.
you'll need one more. You've got 5 people.
Aren't you a horse? No. You gotcha.
True.
I
It's
guess
like 1 more minute, no?
yeah, correct. If I'm gonna spend the initial 10 minutes to ritual cast it, and then after that, I'm going to immediately
1-minute
do
ritual.
Yeah.
Okay.
Horsey, horsey, horsey.
Horsey gang.
Horsey gang.
Horsey gang.
Horsey gang.
Copyright.
True.
How would you feel if you got copyright struck for this video, Nev?
I will.
Every day, I imagine a future.
Can you stop eating these?
with you.
Strahd.
That's what I was thinking of. That's him singing to his poster of Tatiana. In my hand, the sword that will kill everyone between me and you.
That's so romantic. You know a lot of girls pine for that. Amy.
For a guy who will kill fucking everybody. If he
I saw Finding Adeline where the
Dapper,
friggin'
would you
name
like him?
We don't gotta talk about
Mm,
that.
I remember.
Okay.
I even got the book my sister gave me. I was like,
Whoa.
Amy told me about that. Yeah.
You guys want to talk about this while it's being recorded?
Talk about what?
Yeah, we are.
We're going to do it.
Crazy.
Yeah, my sister's like, you should read this. And I was like, Amy already told me.
But look, I'm such a good friend that I told you about it that you already knew and you didn't have to put yourself in
This is such a good book. You should.
She knows.
I saved you.
She's like, you should told her.
Audience, do you guys want to talk about Toxic Yuri? Audience, do you guys want to talk about Toxic Yaoi? You ever heard of killing stalking?
Okay.
Oh my god.
Okay,
There she is.
Right there.
I'll probably.
What
I don't
the
know
fuck?
when, but I have free pass without trace.
Ain't your orb.
So, hold
It's
on.
a JPEG of a
Yeah.
skull.
Hold on.
It's a
PNG.
floating skull.
My life be like. Could you imagine that with just the floating skull? My life be like. Ooh,
So, as you move through the Svalage Woods, actually following a path that leads you past Argynvostholt, you find a trail and hug the river, the Luna River, for several miles. On horseback, of course. The dirt and the grass are starting to turn to marsh as the trail dissolves into spongy earth, pockmarked with strands of tall reeds and pools of stagnant green water. You see there is a thick shroud of fog that covers all. Scattered throughout the marsh are old peasant cottages, their walls covered with black mildew, their roofs mostly caved in. These decrepit dwellings seem to hunker down in the mire, as though they have long since given up on escaping the thick mud. Everywhere you look, black clouds of flies dart about, hungry for food and blood. The fog is much thinner on the far side of the river, where light flashes amid a dark ring of standing stones. Now, I will let me look for a moment.
I'm trying to make sense of this thing.
What?
This.
It's probably an enemy.
'Cause, like, from my end, it looks like a right side up skull.
From my end, it's a floating skull that's upside down.
I want to see this image from the other side to see if maybe it's like it looks a little more.
No,
Sorry.
that's a skull.
Oh, she.
Dang, she glared you down.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
No, that is a
I
skull.
will take a photo of it and send it to you. So.
Yeah, that is
I was trying to see if maybe it would make a little more sense. Like, oh, it's like dangling. It could be dangling. Gamer, you're in my house.
Scarecrow.
Talk about home invader.
No, women beater.
Oh.
God, I
Women,
hate
well,
this
that's
song, but it's just jam.
Women suck.
Scarecrows. No.
Put that shit in the quotes.
Nuh-uh.
Scarecrows. I'm tired of
Women suck, that's why I'm gay.
scarecrows.
Fine.
Do I
Have to be
leave?
scared.
I said why?
Kitty said.
I'm scared of crows.
Yes.
I'm tired of seeing the scarecrows, man.
That's a floating skull.
Really solid 3.
Slain.
Tired of seeing Scarecrow, man. When's the Joker coming back?
I didn't realize the colors of this.
Sorry, Betsy.
This is the road that you've all come up on. Following the Luna River.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Following the Luna River as it flows downwards from the Gaucus Mountains. You see that light, which has revealed a ring of standing stones across the river, lies here, whereas the black, mildew-ridden cottages lie here. Throughout the center of the marsh, you do see 7 distant figures standing completely and utterly still, who dot the surrounding area around this marsh. There are, once again, this is a large area. This is a massive place. This is a whole section of land here. You see that farther away, ahead of you, that's actually the light right there. The cottages, the strange home that seems to be standing atop roots with odd green lights glowing within it. And even further back, atop a small hill, the remnants of a ruined mansion.
I think it might be like on a swing or something.
What do you all do?
Do we see that skull? What is it? What does it look like? Like, does it look like it's attached to the house or?
From this distance, unless you get closer, it's hard to tell.
It's just floating.
I don't want to think it's just floating. I just want to. It's
I mean,
bothering
you
me
see-
logically.
You see the house, and you know how depth works. That thing is pretty large compared to the house right
That's
now.
true.
Well, what do
That
we
guy
want
had to
do?
have had a really big hand.
So we have to walk through. Where's the field of scarecrows?
Back
here?
These guys, you can see them. They're big figures.
The house is near them. Oh my goodness.
They dot the marsh. There's 7 of them.
I could send Scrimna forward to give a nice little survey. Okay, well, fucking, I guess I'm not gonna do that because Devin's gonna be super upset about
it's
it.
fine. Do what you would do.
He's muttering to himself. Leave him alone. Nevin copes in his own ways like we all do. Anyway.
Do
Yeah. Yeah, we cope.
Dewey Decimal System.
I'm coping right now.
I want to ride forward.
I'm molding.
Yeah.
What are
No
you guys doing?
fear.
Yes, fear.
No fear.
Okay.
No
So we kind of just came
I
here to
wanna
look
go,
at it, right?
I was gonna say, Scrimna is pretty good
Listen,
for
You
surveillance.
can't put a paladin into a marsh field with a bunch of freaking dangerous things around and not expect me to want to run in the middle.
I can expect that for one that's still alive, I guess.
Mage hand holding on to that.
Okay. So remember, you guys have come down this road here. All this marshland, except for this road, is difficult terrain. So it's difficult to move through, but you can do it. The road seems to lead. It splinters off into these cottages, and one of them seems to lead to this large manor on the hill.
What
Where
time
you
is
go?
it?
It's
2 o'clock.
it's pretty
It's
getting
like
close
4.
to the late afternoon, about 4 o'clock.
It's 4?
Well, we just rested for an hour and then rode for 2.
Oh, it's 2 hours, right? I thought it was 1 hour. Whatever.
So, do you guys want to just walk, peruse, or
I do want to peruse.
Well,
Okay.
we're gonna have to fight if we do that.
you think so?
I mean,
Scarecrows?
we're probably gonna have
She's
to,
evil.
I mean, we have to come here anyway at some point, I assume.
Mm-hmm.
We can flee.
I was gonna say the question is, are
I
we
have-
ready to do it now? If she does decide to start fighting us, do you guys think we could handle it?
From how
If
the
we have
Mardicaws
that
put
mindset
it,
with everything, I feel like we're not going to be able to do anything.
I guess
That's what I was
Yeah.
trying
Yeah.
to tell you guys when we were fighting the goddamn druids.
What?
yeah, at some point we were gonna have to just fight. We can't just run from everything.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna send Scrimna straight up to one of those scarecrows just to look at it.
Okay.
Oh, there. Dun, 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 dun. Cover right.
So, Scrimna has a range of, I believe, 300 feet, correct?
Correct.
So, each square here is 100 feet.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
He
He did point that out earlier.
I know. It's a little hard for it to sit.
Then let's get
Dick,
close.
first of all. Then yeah,
You can
no.
move 3 of these squares.
I can pass without traces as we move.
Honestly, it's up to you guys how much you guys want to use on this, because pass without trace won't matter once we're spotted. Also, we're out in the open. Like, if anything, we might as well just walk.
Yeah.
I gallop.
Does it cost you anything to pass without traces? Oh,
He
then,
has
then,
a-
then
Who's
go
on
ahead.
whose
There's no bet. There's no
Yeah, he
downside.
has a
That's
free
true.
use.
Are you guys leaving your horses? Because it's essentially impossible to stealth with horses.
Okay,
You're on
Also,
horseback.
isn't it harder because it's difficult terrain?
I think we should keep our words close.
true. If each of these is 100 fucking feet,
Yeah.
yeah, probably.
It takes you time to move through here.
Yeah.
But on horseback, that can be reduced. If you're
If
but
we're
What
gonna
I mean,
flee.
I was gonna say, what I mean is running back to the horses will
Yes.
be an uphill battle if they're way the fuck over here.
Yeah, so let's
but
take
if
our
you
horses.
are riding on your horses, it is effectively impossible to
Who's
stealth.
on whose horse?
Oh, sorry, that's her house.
We're all on
You don't know.
You
Oh.
don't know
Who's on
who's
whose
whose
horse?
house.
Oh, sorry, that's a house. That's the glowing light place.
From this distance, you can see. It seems to be some sort of strange cottage that looks like it's being held up by something.
That's
you will have to
massive.
get closer.
Right.
All right, guys.
And then wasn't there like a light or something over
Yes,
Zane,
from
what
here.
horse are you on?
My phantom horse.
here? I
With
mean,
who? Who are you horsing with?
Oh,
I have a stupid idea. Actually, before I even say
Horsing
it,
around.
this is a river, right?
Sorry.
This is a moving river, right?
Yes, it is flowing in this direction. I'll show you the map.
isn't Strahd weak to
Become
running water?
You
Jesus.
see that this
hey, fight us in the river.
this is the Luna River. It flows down.
You
through
want
the
no
res.
balls.
This
Fuck
is where you
Like
guys
this
are.
is not something you just get in and swim in, right? Like
It's got a pretty steady flow.
Yeah.
It would be dangerous to swim in this shit, especially since it's very dark and marshy.
yeah, never mind then.
Okay, but we
I
learned
took
our
ritual casting of water breathing.
Water breathing?
for all of us. Like I can, it's like water walking. I can apply it to everybody.
Who?
You could try it.
What is it?
I took
At the
water
same time-
breathing as a
Oh,
ritual
okay.
cast.
It
I'm
is-
a turtle who can hold his breath for an hour. I could just walk. Like, I could just, instead of having to swim
Against
down
the
there,
stream?
I mean,
Yeah,
you're
that's-
still,
that's why I was
It sucks,
asking.
but you're still walking, so you're a lot more grounded than being pushed by the water.
I want to breathe in water.
It is also a fairly large river here.
Yes, and
And
there's
that's
probably
hundreds of
stuff
feet.
in it.
At
too.
most points, it's 100, 200, 300, 400,
Yeah.
500 feet long.
And that's a lot of swimming.
Can we go?
So never mind.
Can we approach the scarecrows?
What are you doing?
I mean,
Who is on my horse? Is anyone on my horse?
I'll be on your horse. You and me. Let's go.
Wouldn't
Okay.
your
To the
phantom
scarecrows!
horses
Go to the
disappear by the
scarecrows.
time we got here,
Freaking
though?
girl to get it. That.
That's a good point. Well, can we
It's
just,
a good
oh yeah, can you,
fucking talk.
Jeff, can you add an
Get
extra
one
like
last.
20 minutes?
Sure.
Because I had to resummon the horses.
They disappear by the
last an
time.
hour
Yeah,
long.
they only disappear.
I guess we'd make that 40 minutes because I'd also have to bring him back here right now.
Alright. Correct. No, thank you, my friend, for telling me.
Thank you, Barbos.
Okay.
Whoa, that's so
Oh!
cool! Oh.
I didn't get to see it. I didn't get to see it. I only saw like the smallest corner before he was
No, that's
gone.
good.
Imagine a quarter second of the corruption theme from Terraria.
You, Audrey, and Arivia on the back of your skeletal horse are approaching the nearest scarecrow, which is the nearest scarecrow is about nearest scarecrow is about right here.
What? Okay, well, I'll gallop my way down there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, bye guys.
I'm gonna follow you.
And I'll be on your horse, and then you on your own.
Yay. I'm solo on a horse.
I want us all to be unified. So if one of us is charging into battle, I think we should all.
Well, I didn't say
Actually,
I was
I'm gonna
charging.
stay in
If
the
one of us is charging into a situation, all
You
of us
guys have been
should.
following me a lot.
Actually, I'm just gonna stay at the entrance.
That's a bad idea, Barbos.
I'm gonna actually
So-
chill out.
You
Strahd
sort
shows
of-
up at the entrance.
You sort of ride, all of you
Know that.
ride through the marsh as your horses sort of, their hooves sink deeper into the marshland, but they're able to continue. And you eventually approach about 30 feet from one of these scarecrows. It seems to just be a normal scarecrow. But then ever so imperceptibly, you do notice that like every so once in a while, this strange,
Ugh. Someone
Imperceptibly.
shoot it.
it is an imperceptible
About that.
kind of shaking motion to
So,
them.
like
I have
this.
quarter step I can step.
Like that.
You know, I just realized we should
Let's
have
see.
asked if Von Ricten had any bolts so you were using.
I know.
Oh, yeah.
Too late.
I have a javelin.
Too late.
Kind of like a birdie.
Anybody have like long range weapons other than me?
We're gonna go.
I
Mike.
call
I
them
thought you said
spells.
cross.
I only have my magic.
Oh, a pickaxe.
Yeah.
No.
And then I have my
weapons.
hoe.
I'm
Hey,
proficient in ranged weaponry.
these are my weapons.
What's
Say
your ranged weapon?
Because it wasn't in the starter equipment.
You could have bought one.
Where? For like
Never let-
$500 from that asshole?
No, Nevin let me use my gold to buy things before
Oh.
the campaign.
I don't think I had enough gold to buy this.
Yeah, the only thing I have that would count as a ranged weapon, which I'd argue it kind of does, is Firebolt.
Is it a cantrip?
It's 120 feet and it's a cantrip.
Okay, yeah, use that.
What am I doing?
Hidden the scarecrow.
I have range,
Okay, what is it?
but I'll miss.
Oh yeah.
Oh, right.
Then don't talk to
What
me.
the fuck? I was like being like, does anybody have $20? Well, I have 5. Thanks. It's worse than 0.
The only ranged thing I have in terms of like
Alright.
range attacks is probably Ray of Frost right now.
I
Yeah,
would
that's
throw
true.
my
60
dagger at
feet.
it.
You're asking me to fire at the nearest scarecrow?
Yeah.
I will do so.
Thank you.
Are you sure this is?
Are we a safe distance, Nevin? You said we're 30 feet. I'd like to be 50 feet.
You can be however much feet you want away.
I'd like to be 100 feet because I can cast it 120 feet away.
Nah, I'm gonna be 50 feet.
Okay.
Sorry.
I'll be right there next to you like usual.
I can try to cast my Starry Wisp with you, even
Okay.
if I do miss.
Is it called a ranged attack, or does it just happen to be a spell that has a range?
60 feet range.
It is a
You want
ranged
some-
attack.
Then we'll be
yeah, it's
60
just
feet
range.
away. Nevin, we are 60 feet away
I
from
was
the
because
scarecrow
some
right
things
now.
you can cast very far away, and
All
they're not called
three
ranged
of us
attacks.
just sort of
so-
at once just try and shoot the scarecrow.
It's gonna turn out to be a regular scarecrow.
Are you all attacking?
Yep, I'm
Go
casting Firebolt.
Roll to hit with what you're attacking with.
Yay!
I'm not attacking.
Here we go.
Do you see
see
banana
Oh.
man? 16.
The same roll twice,
See
dirty
right
20.
That
I
hits.
got
It
a
reminded
dirty
me of that
20
one
on
scene
my
from Big
Ray of
Hero 6,
Frost.
where they go into a scary lab, and it's
Yay!
just a kitchen and they all go.
Let's see what.
This is what they're doing to
That's
him.
13 radiant. It's glowing dim light.
It's only 3 points of cold. But I guess technically, if this thing does
Ooh,
move, it
that's
has
pretty good.
13
My-
radiant.
Yeah.
3 points of cold.
And if
16
this thing does
fire.
move, it does
16
have
points
minus
of
10
fire damage.
foot speed. So
Double to 20,
16 is
Two.
32.
32.
It doesn't
We don't
like
even know
fire.
Jerry.
it's a scarecrow.
It's made of hay.
I only have one.
It's made of hay and cloth.
You all ride up
I put it
about 60 feet away from the scarecrow on your horses and just look at each other and then it just it blasts into it, and as it does, it just
Oh, okay.
and then it just crumples down to the ground, and immediately you see in the distance you sort of hear a sort of thudding motion throughout most of the swamp, and then sort of a fair distance away through the fog you see the green light emanating from this hut, and then it just sort of
The hut?
yes,
The fucking house?
We're out.
you see that the roots, it actually starts to
Tree got it
raise
upgrade.
up. It starts to raise up, and then the roots under it.
No. We're running.
Monster house. No,
No.
We're
We're
running.
fighting a house.
I didn't. It's 100-foot house, is it not? How big is
No,
this
no,
house?
that's smaller than 100 feet.
That is
That's like
exaggerated for effect.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do not use it
I
as
assume it's
reference.
like a 20 feet house, which is still really big.
What are you guys doing?
Running.
Where?
You
There's
know,
nowhere to run.
Fireball has a 20.
Fireball it. See what happens, bro.
I'm gonna burn this whole fucking marsh to the ground.
Jesus. Well, what time is it?
It's like 4.
4 o'clock. Moving through this place takes time. So if
Yeah.
you're all going back here, it takes about 5 minutes to get there.
Should we stand and fight?
Dude, it's
That's
a house.
fucking terrifying. We're gonna, like you said, we have to fight it eventually.
Listen,
I don't
Okay.
know if now's the time.
I meant we have to go places eventually. We need to scout things out.
You
We need
said-
to stop being afraid.
You said eventually we will have to fight all these
You're either
things.
gonna
Yeah.
We need to stop being
And then I saw
afraid.
scarecrows. I didn't think a freaking 20-foot house was gonna come to life.
Remember that scouting, what you just did was fighting.
I was gonna say we did not scout.
Yeah,
we
we
fucking
didn't
burned a
scout.
scarecrow
Well,
alive.
I didn't expect you guys to freaking go all out. I just want to see if it would move.
Okay.
Okay.
What are you guys doing? You're back here at this crossroads.
We should.
The
I
house,
vote we leave.
the house, it's moving. It follows you. It
I
moves.
think we should run.
Yeah, I
from
think
the
we should
house.
leave.
How fast is it moving?
It's moving fairly quickly. It's
Are we
kind of
sure?
matching pace with you guys.
Are we sure we want to?
I think.
We should at least
Yeah.
run an
I
Well,
think.
while we're running, you guys can cast spells to see if it does anything.
If you guys are riding at full speed, it's not as quick as you. If you're
Okay.
dashing on your horses,
Then
but
yeah,
it
we
is
should.
still moving at a fairly consistent speed through the marsh.
So
I will actually say that for some of this time, considering the fact that this is difficult terrain, while you guys are moving through the marsh on your horses until you reach the trail, it is moving just as quickly as you
Oh my
through
god.
the marsh. And then once you get back on the solid trail, you can move quicker than it. So,
So
it
maybe
doesn't
let's-
seem it doesn't seem to be impeded by the difficulty of moving through the marsh.
Then let's get on the trail at least.
before we leave, let's
Okay.
remember why we were here. We came here to scout and get some information. I feel like thus far we've learned. You know what? I would say we haven't learned anything. We've kind of learned what she's got up her sleeve. That's I think we're pretty good here.
Pretty good. We
And
know
we can
that
assume
we know
what-
the area, the swampland.
We can assume the lady driving this thing is probably also pretty good at magic. So I think these two. This does give a good, consensus. We come back, we
let's-
burn this whole place to the ground.
Yeah, I think
Let's
we're good.
get on the trail. Let's.
I kind of wanted to see. I wish we kind of snuck around more and checked out those cottages, but this is pretty good.
So you were leaving.
Yes.
Are you sure?
Do you think it was worth the 2 hours?
What was that?
Perspective.
Well, we should at least get out of the marsh. Let's get out of the marsh. I'm not saying we have to leave. Let's get on the trail.
Okay.
I do not want to be in the marsh with this thing.
Okay. So
I love that the music didn't change either. It's casually approaching us.
okay. So you get back on the trail about here. You continue going further back, back out of the marshland, up to the northeast, back towards Barovia proper, out of this marshland valley.
So as it's been approaching us, can we see it any more clearly?
Here's the funny thing. As you move out of the valley, a dense fog rolls in. A dense fog rolls in. Covers it completely. You cannot see where the house is. You can barely make out these taller landmarks that poke out of it, but the house itself seems to disappear into this fogginess that just moves through here like a storm.
Do we still hear it moving
You didn't hear
I was gonna say, it was just
heard,
levitating at us.
You heard an initial sort of very distant, like,
That is
and then you
terrifying.
didn't hear it as it continued to move. Remember,
though? How do we know
100
it's
feet.
gonna keep following
That's true. It is like a 700-foot distance between us, and it's just kind of...
What?
It's just floating at us, isn't it?
I
No, it
thought
didn't
was
float.
walking
Oh,
through
okay.
marshland.
the roots under it are walking.
I hear,
It's like a spider.
but we never heard it.
Ew.
No, we only heard it.
The idea of it walking that fast, of just like skittering.
It's disgusting.
Okay, so you guys are about here. Do you go back into the marshland, or do you leave? And if you leave, where are you going?
How long would it take us to get back to where we were?
The
To
same
get
time
back
it took
to
us to
the
get
Ricten's
here,
tower?
2 hours.
Yeah.
It'll-
Well, plus the time that it takes to revive your horses or whatever.
2 hours and 40 minutes.
So like 3 hours. And then when
Should we
we're
make-
gonna sleep.
We could make this trip worth our while and try. I know it's a big house.
I'll vote no.
Okay,
I know it sounds dangerous, but the thing is, when will the yes come?
I'm just gonna say. It's okay.
I'm
How many
not.
spell slots do you have?
I'm only missing 3
You're missing
out of
3.
out of 10. I have
If
7
I
spell
go in
slots.
there, I am going to be in land that I cannot traverse. I have to be right next to the house to attack it.
My question is, when will this change?
The
When
future.
When do you think at
Yes.
level 10?
No, not 10.
Do you think at level 8 or whatever, when you decide what we should come here,
I
that
would
she
like
won't
to have.
I'd like to finish.
I'd like to
Okay.
have spells that are fire based. I don't have any fire based spells right now.
Can't fight anymore. You guys gotta make this choice. What are you doing? Remember, it's there. Doesn't mean you have to fight it. If you keep fucking around, you might find out. Who knows? Or you leave. It's up to you, but you can't keep fighting about it. Gotta make a choice. If we have to vote, we have to vote.
Well, real quick, Amy, what do you vote for?
If we run, I'm afraid it's gonna follow us like the tree did. I don't know if it has a mind of its own, so I kind of don't want to do either. I don't really.
I mean, if it follows us, then we can fight it. We have to fight it. We're forced. But if we leave and it doesn't follow us, then we can prepare, find spells that are fire based, and we'll have a higher advantage in this terrain.
I can use my cobbler's tools. I was thinking I might be able to make it. I could try and see if I could help our shoes to not be difficult terrain here.
Will you make
Is
a
that a thing?
active
Oh,
thing for
I'm not
that?
gonna lie. That sounds
I
cool.
try.
All right.
Okay.
That actually sounds really interesting.
Woo!
Thank
I like that idea.
Then maybe we should come back when we're.
I now have been
prepared.
convinced.
You
But
weren't convinced that we need fire. Okay.
we have all the fire we're gonna need.
But I'm at a disadvantage the entire
Okay,
time
let's
we're
leave.
here.
Okay.
I vote
Okay.
leave.
So you're all leaving.
Yeah.
Immediately skedaddle.
So, where are you going?
I think
It's okay to leave.
Yeah, if we went back to the tower, it'd be like 6 something.
Yes.
Yeah, we have a few
So,
places we could go. We can go to
that's
the
kinda
tower.
like a
I'd say it'd be
range.
closer to 7.
We can go to the tower. The safe havens, like closest thing to safe havens we have right now to rest at, is the Martykovs, the tower, and Crest.
Yeah, okay.
You guys have. I mean, it makes a lot of sense. The further away you are from Castle Ravenloft, you guys kind of have some good stuff going on here.
Oh, it's pretty.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I do want to. I want to make mention of the things we have had labeled to us: the Abbey, the Swamp, Castle Ravenloft, which is a fucking. We've had a lot of dangers labeled to us, all of which, above table, are potential level ups.
oh, okay.
Above table. That being said, all of which will come at us with the same danger that this thing has. We're gonna go to the church and we're gonna find out that he has a giant fucking house or something. So we need to scope a place with the intent of fixing the
And
place.
we are going to Velaki.
Okay. What are we? Wait, we're going to Velaki. How are we gonna get in?
We were gonna long rest and go to Velaki. That was our plan.
Okay.
I don't think there's anything wrong. Unless we have anything else, we could just...
What are you doing?
Scaring me. We could just go to the tower and long rest. There's nothing wrong with that. Unless we have anything else we want to do with the few remaining
Why are you
hours.
freaking her out?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess we could stop by the Wizard of Wines since we're like right there,
Stop,
aren't we?
stop.
We're
Oh,
over here.
never mind. We're not stopping by the Wizard of Wines.
Okay. So, you are all returning to Van Ricten's tower.
Yeah.
Okay. That will be a 2-hour journey, considering the trek and then the summoning of your horses. Now,
Excuse me.
as you all leave the marshland, the fog rolling in behind you, that strange creaking hut. Gone, you think. You make to leave. And then the fog grows thicker.
Oh my god.
Somehow this fog gets thicker, and you hear around you screams. You hear swords clashing, shields bashing, men and women yelling in pain. It moves around you. And suddenly, the fog, it takes on forms. The forms of soldiers on horseback charging across this marshland field. They collide with armored pike bearers wearing devil horned helms. As each soldier falls in battle, it turns to fading mist. Hundreds more soldiers collide in a storm of screams and clashing metal. And yet none of it phases you. None of it touches you. It's all ghosts. What do you do?
What? We can interact with this?
Continue moving?
Yeah.
As long as it's not interacting with us.
You hear overhead a thunderous roar. You can't see what it is though from the fog. And seconds later, you do see what it is. You see a huge dragon made of silver mist glides overhead. You see it disperses the enemy soldiers with each flap of its mighty wings, its long reptilian tail slicing through the air above you as the dragon carves a swath through the fog, affording you a fleeting glimpse of Argynvostholt overlooking the valley. A vision of a battle hundreds of years ago.
Oh.
And as this place seems to calm, you see something. You see the stump of a tree long dead. You see 2 men. You see Vladimir Horngod leaning over and clutching in his arms another man garbed in silver armor. You see the man he clutches, even though he's a mist image of fog, from his gut there streams a line of blood that moves down into the marshland water beneath him. And you see he coughs and spits. And he grabs the hand of Vladimir and pulls him in close. You see this man has long blonde hair. And then he just... and his form fades in the mist. And you see Vladimir clutch a great sword made of fog next to him. And then reel up. And an echoing wail of agony and pain surges from him. And it disperses the fog back to its previous state. There's no more soldiers, no more dragon. And you see he is gone. You can continue next time.
No.
Ugh.
That's crazy.
Well, that's cool.
Did they die in the
Lord.
marshland? Did you see they were in the marshland?
Oh.
Jesus Christ.
You're here. You're right here.
Oh yeah.
Right here.
They're probably overcoming it.
Probably where it happened.
Ooh, that's where he lost everything. Wait, does he like a guy?
That's what he said.
I didn't know that. I thought he liked some
He said-
paladin woman.
No.
He did not specify any gender.
I'm pretty sure he did.
No, I don't think he did.
Bye, Amy.
Bye, Amy.
Bye, Amy.
I'm leaving.